I see Wonko's got a picture of you for his profile picture, Johnny.
Has he? Cool.
Yeah. I don't know why.
Oh, he's one of my biggest fans. You just don't realise it.
You just don't realize it. Okay. Was he drinking his tea again?
Yes.
Yeah. What the hell has taken 4 million years to join?
Internet?
Well, I started playing a single player game again. We'll see how long that lasts.
Farm Sim? Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's that standard sized American map. It's like Indiana something.
Oh, yeah.
Quite good, actually.
I think I know the one.
Kind of boring, but quite good.
Oh, yeah.
Johnny goes, "Oh yeah," but he hasn't got a clue what you're talking about.
No.
Too early for him to care.
Yeah. Hello, Alfie. I have been
Hey, Alfie.
at Barton
It's
What's
not
it all about?
with school since Tuesday. Oh, okay. That's different, I'm guessing. School camp, hey?
Barton Camp. What's that, mate? Is that like boot camp?
Yeah, I'm okay. Thanks, Alfie. Hope you're the same. 2 camps, no waiting.
Graham says, "Hey, Brummy, Johnny, Doc, how you all doing? Thought I'd pop in and watch for a few hours before going to work." Oh yeah, you've got a new job, haven't you?
Poor bugger.
Yeah, I remember Portia telling us about it last week.
Yeah.
How's it going, mate? He's a delivery driver working on the oil tankers, fuel tankers.
He's working for the man.
I
Sounds
thought you
very
were a
unionish.
woman, actually, but never mind.
Oh, bugger. That happened again.
Yeah, tankers, yeah. And he says he loves it. Good. So it's not like it's like split shifts, is it? Different shifts at on different days and stuff. It's not always the same hours. My harvester seems to be chopping the corn, chopping the soybeans and dropping the swath at the same time.
Isn't that what it's supposed to do?
No, what I mean is it's the spray that it sends out at the back.
Yeah.
It doesn't do that when it only when it's chopping, not when it's swathing.
Which?
Do you know what I mean?
I do now.
No, set shifts each week. Oh, okay. No, what I mean is, so you work the same shifts every week? This is a weird shaped field, this. A good weird, but weird anyway.
Yeah.
No, it was an early last week, nice this week. Like, so, yeah, that's what I meant when I said split shifts. Like, you don't do the same things every week. But yeah, as long as you're enjoying it, mate.
Yep.
That's the main thing.
Iglorbot said, "Hey at everyone. Brummy_farmer is now live on twitch.tv. Go check it out."
Why the hell is that coming up?
So what time are you at work tonight then? Sorry, my idea of split shift is going in for a few hours, finishing an hour or so. Ah, right, okay. Oh, you're on 10 till 6. Oh, okay. Not bad. Less traffic around though at night time, isn't there? But then saying that, it is Friday night, so you know you've got all the drunks to contend with running in the road and stuff. Or is that just a Birmingham thing?
Probably just a Birmingham thing.
Yeah, it probably is. Oh, you've got motorway deliveries. Motorway service stations. Ah. So what's the situation with the deliveries? Are they back on track now, or are they still behind? I mean, I don't drive, so I don't know. I just know what I hear on the news, and half of that I don't believe.
I was gonna say.
Some places still behind, others are catching up. Ah, okay. But what makes it worse though is when people keep on pulling into the forecourts and filling up buckets and things like that. Do you know what I mean? There was one woman, they showed her on the news, and she went into a shop, bought I think it was a 6-pack of water, emptied the water out and filled it up with fuel. I'm like, what the hell? It's crazy. I mean, for a start, where's she going to bloody keep it when she gets it home? But, you know, that's a different thing. There's plenty of fuel.
Probably doesn't realize that the petrol is going to eat away at the plastic that she just put it in.
Yeah.
Yep. No, I know there's plenty of fuel. I know it was that, like the drivers, but the drivers couldn't get it. There's not enough drivers to get it to the pumps, is there? So, and then people are going out panic buying it for no reason. You know, a bit like they did with the toilet rolls. I mean, you know, what sort of an emergency do you need to go out and buy 500 toilet rolls for? Do you know what I mean? It's just nuts.
Well, people are buying this stuff and then trying to resell it, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was happening. Well,
there was some shops like selling a toilet roll, or single toilet roll for like £10. It's nuts. 29,000 litres each time I carry, so why is there not enough? Exactly, yeah. I don't understand. It's because people panic buy it. They panic buy it for no reason.
Well, it's just the sheep following each other.
Yes.
I mean, there's been punch-ups outside of fuel stations and all sorts. It's just crazy.
Yeah, but it's like the frickin' meat and everything else. You have one person that starts talking in the store that there's going to be a meat shortage, and she loads up her entire cart full of meat. And then and then another person sees that person filling their cart with meat, so they fill their cart with meat. And next thing you know, you got a whole herd of people emptying the shelves for no reason.
Yeah. It's like Chinese whispers, isn't it?
I don't know. It's the end of the world.
Oh, that
yeah,
started
well,
a long
it's going to
time
happen
ago.
sooner or later.
That'll end sooner or later. Yeah, Why are you panicking about it? Is panicking going to
Yeah.
stop it?
Well, they're panicking because it's going slow. It's not a giant meteorite just taking us all out at once.
No,
Biggest
it's all the
mistake was
dumb
when the
people that are
government and
doing
the
it.
media said no need to panic. Well, yeah, that's usually a deal breaker. That is, and when the
Yeah.
media says don't panic, then everybody goes out and panics. It's
Yep.
you know. But I mean, Keir Starmer is the leader of the opposition, the Labour Party, and he was on the TV this morning saying, "Oh well, Boris Johnson said he wasn't going to put taxes up, and he's done that, and just really going on saying he hasn't done enough and all this sort of stuff." And then the interviewer said to him, "Well, okay, so when we have the next election, if you are in power, then how will you pay for these things? Because who will be the people that pay the most taxes? Will it be like the higher earners?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, but I can't predict what the economy is going to be like in 3 years' time." And I'm like, exactly. So how could Boris predict the same thing that he can't when there wasn't a pandemic? He came in. As soon as he came in, he dealt with Brexit, and then as soon as he dealt with Brexit, the pandemic was there. And they're just saying that he hasn't done enough, but there's nothing else he can do. They're blaming him for the high gas prices, right? And it's not him that's causing the problem with the gas. It's because we can't get the gas.
It's
So-
America.
And well, the thing is most of the gas in Europe comes from Russia, and they've said that they've said that they're going to increase the supply, but how much is that going to cost? Do you know what I mean?
If they
I mean,
increase the supply, the price will come down.
Yeah, it never
Well,
happens.
The reason
Indeed.
that the oil prices have shot up is because we shut down our pipeline thanks to Joe Biden.
no, it's not the oil, it's the gas I'm talking about.
Well, yeah, but the
'Cause
oil, you make the gas from the oil.
No,
I mean,
we call gas. We call petroleum petrol.
Yeah, you call gas petrol gas, don't you? I want about like natural gas, not not fuel that you heat your house with.
Yeah.
Yeah, that type of gas. I
That's
actually
also-
forgot then. Yeah,
that's
I should have
also,
explained it better.
Yeah, that's also Joe Biden's fault. Well, because
Mumbly Joe.
you know, we're one of the top producing countries of natural gas.
I've got a tanker truck. I'll go get it. Yeah, you go and get it, mate. You go and get it. Hey, drama. Truck drivers are being forced
Hey, drummer.
to get vaxxed or they lose their medical
Oh, sorry,
card.
Melvin. Hope you lost
Yeah,
Oh,
I don't understand. See, I get the reason why all the governments want to make everybody have their vaccines. It's because it cuts down on the medical side of it. Because if you've got your vaccines, then you're less likely to be put in hospital with COVID. But on the other flip of the coin, you've got people who don't want it, and that should be respected, I think.
It should be.
But on the other flip of the coin, but this is a three-sided coin, by the way.
Rummy's got some strange coins.
I have, yeah. You've got the people who don't want it, but then they catch the virus, end up going to hospital, and become a burden on the medical. So who's at fault? Do you know what I mean? It's a weird one. Forcing people to get vaccines. I don't, unless you're in like a medical profession, then I don't think you should get forced. But if you're in medical profession, like you're a nurse or something like that, then I think you should be forced to have it, because
No.
because you're dealing with patients all the time. Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah,
not
but
only,
they've all been dealing with this the entire time before there was a vaccine.
Yeah, true, but there are a lot of
So if they
doctors
were-
and
if they
nurses
were
that
on
have died as well.
Yeah,
I
but if they're
mean,
on-
not to protect other people, but to protect themselves against the people that come in with the virus. Do you know what I mean?
yeah, but they've been doing it from the beginning, and if they don't want
Yeah.
it, they've been fine up to this point. Like they're dealing with
Well,
people
they
that
haven't.
have
They
it.
haven't though, because but a lot of doctors and nurses over here, especially, a lot of doctors and nurses have died from it. Do you know what I mean? And that's because they didn't have enough PPE in the first place.
I mean, that could be argued either way, but
Well, yeah.
those are the people that have been on the front lines the whole time. They've been the most exposed to it. So my theory is that if they haven't died by now, they're not going to.
Well, you could also say, I go down a certain road and cross over a certain road every day of my life. If I haven't been run over yet, I'm never going to them. Do you know what I mean? So,
Right.
it's not the same sort of thing, is it? You
Well,
can't. You can't say
it is, because once you get run over and you don't die, you're never going to get run over again by that same car.
Yeah, but if you catch a cold one year, a flu one year, and it don't kill you, don't mean you can't catch it the next year and it does kill you.
Well,
See what I mean?
it's two different. We're dealing with
there
two
are
different things.
Well,
You know, COVID is
there
not
are
the flu.
things called. Well, no, it's not the flu, but it spreads like the flu.
It's
Not quite.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
It spreads like a cold virus.
Yeah.
Because it is.
It's
There are things called PPE. Yeah, I know about PPE, which hospitals are refusing to now give their workers because of costs. Oh my life. National Guardsmen. There are National Guardsmen. I don't know what they are. That are taking over the nurses. Oh yeah, I do. That's the National Guard, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, yeah. Okay. I'm not with it. The quits got fired, did not have to be vaxxed until 20. Oh, okay. So they don't have to be vaccinated, but the truck drivers do. Yeah, I see the problem.
Over here, the government excused all the government employees from having to follow their mandates.
Oh, okay. So if you work for the government, you don't have to have it done. But isn't there something in the Constitution that says that if you like I don't know much about the Constitution really, because I'm not American. But I do know it exists, and I know there are things in there like you're allowed to do certain things because it's in the Constitution. Now, if they say you have to have the vaccine or you lose your job, would that then not be unconstitutional?
It is. It is. Basically, most of this COVID stuff is unconstitutional. Almost all of it. And I'm not quite sure why we go along.
how are they letting it happen if it's unconstitutional?
So here's the thing. In our country, all the powers are divided amongst all these different entities. So you've got federal powers, you've got state powers, you've got local powers. So
Okay.
the local governments have the most power. So a random town can decide that nobody can drive on the streets after 9 o'clock. And that's totally allowable if they pass that ordinance.
Okay.
But the federal government can't do that. They can't make a law that says you can't drive after 9 o'clock.
Biden and Democrats already declared they don't care for the Constitution. Oh, that's good. That's a good statement coming from the president, isn't it? I don't care about the Constitution.
Well, that's the problem.
Hey,
She's not
Are
joining
you
us.
back home? Are you back home now? Yeah, we're all good, I think. Well, Johnny's moaning as usual, but I think
I
he's
am
all
not. I
right.
haven't got a bloody word in sideways since the bloody stream started.
Well, now you made him mad,
Yeah,
Bromie.
You did all your complaining before the stream started.
No, I didn't.
Hey, Ian. Sorry, I was on my high horse for a little bit there.
Hope you're well, are you? We have missed you lots.
Yeah, but so tired tonight. I'll be back next week. Oh, okay.
Cool.
She'll be back next week.
Was she sick or something?
No,
she's
she's been away.
Oh, she's just been away. Okay. No, I was just a little worried if she had something going on.
What the hell? You got in here, but you won't get out of it.
Johnny's been doing nothing but complain about your horses while you've been out.
So,
I've been helping them.
Scotland, then Blackpool. Scotland was amazing. Yeah, and it is very, very beautiful country.
yes.
Yeah, Wonko's not here tonight, is he? I wonder why he's not turned up.
Because you said he was going to be late.
Did he?
Yes, in chat.
No, I don't. When did he say that?
About 15 minutes before we started.
Oh, okay. I didn't see that, obviously. Yeah, I've got a sister and a brother that live in Blackpool. They like it up there. I'm not too keen. I've been there. I went up there to visit like in the winter time. 1 year, but yeah, it's not the same as in the summer because it's seasonal, isn't it? So, and I don't think it's like the sort of place I'd want to live. Blackpool was nice, but the hotel I was in was a right dive.
Yes,
well, that's because all the good hotels have been taken up by the asylum seekers. That's why. Sorry,
I can
Johnny,
understand that, Ian.
They need a place to stay too, Bromie.
Yeah, I get that. They need somewhere to live, but a lot of them are here illegally. So why do they need to be put up in 3, 4, 5-star hotels? Do you know what I mean? When they were put in old army camps that our boys were in there for years and years and years while they were serving, and it's not good enough for them. There's a hotel on the Hagley Road, which is the main one of the main roads that go into Birmingham city centre, and the Hagley Road is like full of hotels. And there's one of the hotels, it's full of asylum seekers. They gave them 32-inch TVs in all the rooms. They weren't good enough, so they smashed them. They threw them all out the windows and everything. And they wanted 48-inch TVs. Do you know what I mean?
They should have gotten the better TVs from the start. That was mean to get them small TVs.
Yeah. Okay. If no, I'm not. No, I promise I'm not going to get into it. I'm not going to, because it just makes my blood boil. Sorry.
It does too. The only way I can get away with it is just to laugh about it.
Yeah,
It's so
holding pen
hysterical.
out of the sea with an inch
Okay,
and an inch square. Well, yeah, that's it. That's what they should do with them grown. I said, I'm sorry, but yes, they need somewhere to live. But 3-star hotels, 3-star plus hotels is a joke. Yeah, it is. But not only that, they wreck the places as well. Do you know what I mean? So it's not like that they've come over here because they're scared and they want somewhere to live and somewhere to be safe. They've come over here and they just want everything given one place. They don't want to contribute. They just want everything. Now, there are some asylum seekers that, they're good people. And, Wonko is here. Hey, Wonko. They're good people, and they come over here and they're willing to work. Do you know what I mean? Now, that's a different class of asylum seeker. But
yeah,
the asylum
they're
seekers
asylum
that
seekers
just
from
come
the
over
50s,
here.
mate.
Yeah, exactly.
You're talking about the entitled people of today's world. So you're not going to win that argument because they're entitled.
Oh,
World owes us everything.
I know I'm not going to win. Is it so they can spread measles, smallpox, COVID, etc. to the population? Yeah, maybe.
Well, they don't test those people that come across your borders illegally. They they don't have to get tested. They can get jobs without getting a vaccine.
Kick Doc out the server for that statement. Yeah, I know.
What?
Asylum seekers are meant to stop at the first safe country. Why have they passed through 7+ countries to come here? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because the thing is Europe don't want them. They have some, but they don't want the influx of people. And the thing is our government is paying France 50 or 60 million pounds or whatever the figure is. I don't know the exact figure, but to actually stop them coming over. But the thing is the French ships escort them to our waters and say, well, carry on. They escort them to our waters instead of keeping them there. So what the hell is all that about? I'm sorry, I'm going to have to stop talking about that now because I'm getting annoyed. Because it does annoy me. Do you know what I mean? It really does. And I don't want to end up saying something that I might regret.
Why is this week any different?
Hey, I don't usually. I don't usually go political. Not very often, anyway.
You?
Hmm?
You?
Me? No, never.
Oh, okay.
Never go political.
Wonko, you alive?
Just about.
Did you run over any cats this week?
Any cats? No.
Yeah. Okay.
Cats. What? Have I missed something? You been running over muggies again, Wonko?
No, not that I'm aware of.
Still could have done it, just not aware of it.
Well,
Yeah,
yes,
they heard the
it's
truck.
always
They
possible.
heard the truck go meow.
Dunk dunk. What was that? I'm sure it was just a raccoon. No, do you guys have raccoons?
No,
No, I don't think so.
You're missing
No.
out.
There might be some like out in the wild that people have brought over and released into the wild or something, but you know,
How about skunks?
like the
No.
beast of Bogny. Beast of
You don't-
Bogny.
You don't have skunks?
no,
Well, not the animals, anyway.
You're missing out.
nah. Keep skunks.
Ah, they're all over the road all the time, splattered. Johnny,
Yes.
need fuel.
Only in the zoo.
Need what, mate?
Fuel.
You do.
Yeah.
Why don't you fill the harvester up at the fuel tank?
Well, the
I
last guy that drove it
I
just
think-
parked it, left it.
I think he wants you to bring the fuel to him, Johnny. I think that's what he's hinting at, mate.
Right.
No, I think somebody's gonna go get fuel. That or I'll just sell it and get a different combine. They come full of fuel.
That's a bit drastic, Kenny.
What?
Oh, this one's dirty. Let's buy a new one.
Don't think I won't.
Sorry, have you not met Doc before, Remy?
Well, yeah.
That's a very real possibility.
Oh dear.
Well, this one's got 10 hours on it. We ran it through a tank of fuel. Time to buy a new one.
Yeah, it's got to be time to buy a new one by now. 10 hours? Bloody hell. That's like 9.5 hours more than you usually have one. Our one field there is growing weird. All the way around the edges, it's fully grown, and all in the middle, it's not grown. Do you guys see the ground work blog from Giants?
Yes.
I saw the video that Daggerwing done on it. I didn't see their
On
blog
what?
about it though.
On what?
The groundwork
Oh,
for the new 22.
yeah. No, it looks good.
I think the stones be annoying.
You don't have to do them.
What do you mean?
A lot of farmers don't do them.
Yeah, but they'll damage the equipment. It said if you don't do them. And you'll get, if you use a cultivator, you'll get smaller stones. If you use something like a plough or a subsoiler, you get bigger stones.
That looks like a pain in the ass.
Sounds like fun to me.
Yeah.
Now
There'd
do
be
you have to-
possibly options in the menu anyway to turn it off.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can turn it off if you don't want to do it.
Do you have to pick them up?
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
you get a
probably
machine.
Don't
No,
think,
you get a machine.
Yeah, I know that.
You have to pick them up, otherwise it damages the equipment.
Yeah, I know that too. So you can either pick them up or damage your equipment or turn it off. What's the problem?
Well, I
Turn
didn't
it
say
off.
it
No
wasn't
problem. I
good.
was just expressing my opinion that it'd be a pain in the ass to have it on.
Well, yeah, it could be.
That was all.
A bit like seasons.
What it's what it's going to
Nothing
be.
like seasons. You don't have to talk some bollocks sometimes, Johnny.
I know.
It's going to be the 22 equivalent of wheat, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's what it's going to be.
I
You're
don't
gonna-
mind
you're
the
gonna-
weeds. Honestly, I don't mind
Yeah,
the
but-
weeds if they were realistic. It wasn't a blanket effect.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's
So
fine.
what you're going to do, you're going to plough a field or cultivate a field or whatever, and the whole field's just going to be full of stones. That's what it's going to be.
It does happen in some rocky country.
And you can
Happens
use
round
a
here.
roller to gain
Yeah.
use a roller to gain extra yield from after seeding. Yes, you know what? I must admit I do like that idea.
Yeah, I'm keen on the roller. I think
Yeah,
I find stones a bit annoying.
but didn't I'm sure Daggerine said something about not turning it off, rolling it so it gets rid of some of the smaller stones.
What do I do with the stones after I pick them up?
You sell them
You
to the
take it
stone
to
collector.
the stone collector.
Having your tea, are you,
I'm-
Ian?
I'm really gonna be able to sell stones. That sounds dumb.
Doesn't sound
Well-
that bad to me.
Not many miles away from here is a village called Stonesfield. And it's called that for a very good reason. The fields are full of fucking stone. You can see it when they plough.
Mm-hmm.
And what do they do with them? They don't sell them. They just probably dump them somewhere. Make a fence out of them.
I don't know what they do.
No, it
Oh,
happened.
probably in real life they don't sell them, but that,
No.
you know,
Well,
they might collect them and put them on the drives or something like that.
Well, they
Right,
do. They put them on their farm tracks around here, where the Rocky Country. I don't live in the Rocky Country, but I've worked the Rocky Country, ploughed fields there, and a lot of the time, all they do is make piles. Just a rock pile at a corner of the field, or on the roadside. They'll make rocks, a rock pile rather. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, but piles is uncomfortable, isn't it? So
Can be.
you don't want that. If only you could turn that off in real life.
Yeah, I've been playing a new game this week. Been having a hell of a lot of fun. It's really good.
Okay, what game's that?
Railroads Online.
Who?
Railroads Online.
Railroads Online? No? Okay.
Hell of a lot of fun. It's early access, still beta, but it's there to be purchased. Bloody good. Set in the late 1800s. You have to do everything. Absolutely everything. Level the
Such
ground,
as?
lay the tracks, clear the trees in your way. When you drive the train, you have to drive it. There's no automatic drive. You have to
Yeah, I'm
drive the
bored
train.
already.
You have to regulate the steam. You have to fill the boiler up with wood. You have to collect wood for the boiler. All that sort of stuff.
Is this
Bloody fantastic.
Farmer's Dynasty of freaking railroads?
Nah, It's more involved than that. No,
Oh,
but it's
God.
a lot of fun, and it's
I don't like.
only online. You can play by
I
yourself, but you
suppose,
have to have
I
a
suppose that's why it would be
server.
called Railroad Online, isn't it?
Yeah, but some people think you can play single player, which you can. They're going, oh, I don't want to play online, blah blah blah. But you can start your own server and play by yourself. That's fine. But it's a lot more fun with other people. Try and do rails, all sorts of stuff. A lot of fun.
Don't sound like something. From
Oh, it's probably nothing you guys would want to do. It's too real.
Oh.
Honestly, I didn't think I'd like it, but a mate of mine talked me into it. I thought, all right, let's have a look then. Means it's put my purchase of FarmSim 22 back a few weeks, but it was worth it.
Yeah, but if you've already pre-ordered it,
What?
FarmSim.
I haven't.
Oh, you haven't? Oh,
Been saving up for it.
Because I was going to say, if you pre-order it, don't you have to? Don't the money automatically come out of your bank when
Yeah,
it comes?
yeah. That's what I mean. My pre-order purchase has been put back a few weeks. But it was well worth it. I've
My
watched-
pre-order my pre-order doesn't even exist yet.
No, well, mine doesn't either.
Mine's been about 2 months.
Yep.
You're keen, ain't you?
Well, I would. Yep,
Yeah.
I would have pre-ordered it months ago if I could. I knew I could afford it, but I got to take week by week, money wise.
I would have pre-ordered it if I thought I really wanted to play it. But
So
I'm
you're not
still
planning on joining us on Friday evening then anymore? When we start playing it?
I'm still not convinced. I don't know yet. I haven't decided what I'm gonna do. But I've got up to the day before it gets released to pre-order it anyway, so
Yeah.
get your pre-orders in for FS22, which releases in 6 weeks, 2 days, 23 hours and 16 minutes. So you've got a timer then, have you, Aya? Oh no, sorry, that wasn't Aya, that was Graham. I haven't got it yet. I want to see what it's like first. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I want to see what it's going to be like first, and how much of a pain it's going to be.
Well,
Have you
I'm
seen-
pretty sure it's not going to be any different than this. I mean, or
It's not going to be more
turn all
painful
these
than
stuff
this.
off.
You've got more options. It does seem a lot more
Yeah.
realistic than this.
But the thing is if there's more options, there's more things that can go wrong. Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah, but
I don't see
they-
it, but
they-
yeah, okay.
I think they've had enough time to get this one right.
see, I'm a glass half empty type of a guy. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but I mean, I don't think you'll have the issue with this release that you did with 19.
Drama says he won't be getting it.
He's
But
not.
you're not going to get it at all. Oh no, because his computer doesn't. His computer can't play it.
Really. His
Yeah, it
computer
looks
must
at
be
the minimum
very low
spec.
spec because the specs expected are quite low. I was surprised when I read the required specs. Okay.
Yeah, but the low spec, right, is just when you've got everything turned off. And if you've got everything turned off, it's just going to be looking the same as this. So there's going to be no point.
What do you mean look the same as this? This is a perfectly serviceable game, graphically.
Yeah,
I
I don't
know,
play
that's
this.
You can
what I
have
mean.
talk some bollocks as well, Brummy. What's the matter with you?
No, because when with the higher graphics, with everything set high, it's supposed to look a lot better, isn't it? Otherwise, it's just going to look the same as this. So if it's going to look the same as this, you might as well just keep playing this.
I only play this at medium spec. I don't see the
No, don't mean that. I mean, like, we're turning on the ocular occlusion and all the rest of the settings. I'm not on about the graphic settings. But if you don't have all the high settings turned on in the game, it's not going to look any different.
But you don't play the game for how it looks. Obviously,
Some
that's
people, some people do.
it has a bearing on it. I mean, if it looks utterly crap, then you are not going to be inclined to play it, obviously.
no.
However,
Well,
you
exactly.
play this game more for the actual participation of pretending to be a farmer.
Yeah.
I mean, Christ, I can remember playing 09, and that was just like fucking god awful to look at.
But in its
Yeah,
day,
but
it was
some
fine.
people do play for the way it looks as well. You know that because
Yes,
now,
but
especially
base your
nowadays.
entire purchasing for this particular game on that would be a bit dumb, in my opinion.
Yeah, no, what I'm saying is if it looks the same as this, right, then why spend an extra 50 quid or whatever it's going to be on something that looks exactly the same if you've only got a low-end computer?
Because you're going to have
Because-
If you've
more
got a
options.
top of
There's
the-
more different
You can have
gameplay.
top of
There's
the
much
range
more options,
computer.
the gameplay is improved, hopefully.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I like the way you add it. Hopefully, at the end of that.
Well, until we actually get it in our hands and play it, we don't know for 100%, do we? But I mean, it looks like gameplay's going to be massively expanded. You've got all the
Yeah.
production side of it, if that's what you like to do.
Mhm.
It's not something I'm particularly bothered about, but it is an
Yeah,
additional
right.
thing to the game.
Yeah. Graham says, "Right, guys, I'm leaving you your Porsche. I have to work. See you around." Yeah, you have a good one, mate.
See you, mate.
There you go.
I don't have a problem with production. It's just that
19
neither
is
do I.
already as low as it can get. Oh,
Every time.
right.
every time. we
Sorry,
do
Doc,
production-
you got spoken over the top of.
I
Didn't hear
know.
what you said.
No, I don't mind production. I like the idea of it, but every single one of them that's done is just a huge, overinflated moneymaker.
Well, you don't know what this one will be like, so we can.
Yeah, I mean, if it's in one of those places where you're not making huge amounts of money off of it, then I'm okay with it. If it's more like you're doing something to get a different product out, like the seed cleaner and stuff like that, then I'm all for it.
Well, from what I remember watching the video about it, it doesn't look like you're going to make stupid amounts of money by doing the production, but it will be worth doing at the same time. Which is how it should be.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you
I mean,
don't
I
want to
gotta
make
be able
like
to-
millions, do you?
Well, it's like you take one load of wood to the sawmill, and it makes pallets, and then you sell those pallets, and you made $2 million.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's modded factories. of
Well, I know.
Current time and from the past, it was just bullshit. The game's so easy as it is. Why make it that easy? You know.
Well, Porsche says that Earl and Graham don't mind the productions. It's just the cost of starting them up. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah. Hey, Prom. Says,
Hey, Prom.
good evening, guys.
Hey, Prom.
Hello.
Yeah, I'm just. I don't know. I might wait and see what it's all about before I buy it. I might just buy it before. Don't know. Haven't made any concrete decisions yet.
I'm just gonna buy it so I can play with people, and then if I really don't like it, I just won't.
Yeah, exactly. And if it's utter pants, then I shall just return to playing this.
And it might.
Yeah, but then you've wasted like whatever the price of buying the game is it now? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's not the end of the world. I'm not going to go to my grave thinking, oh my god, I spent 25 quid on the game and it was shit.
I've done that 1,000 times in the
Yeah,
past.
but think of it this way. There's a lot of people out there, right, that would be, like Johnny, for instance. He's just said that he's had to sacrifice buying his game on the day of release because he's just bought another game.
Yes.
I know.
Do you know what I mean? But there are other people out there who would be like, well, I've just spent this money on that and then like later on in the week, then you know they've got to put money in their electric meter and they've got no electric and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah, but that's personal lifestyle. If you're dumb
Well,
enough to
yeah.
spend 25 quid on a game when you haven't got enough money to put in the electric meter, then quite frankly,
Yeah.
you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah, that's right. That's why I hold off. Make
Welcome to
sure I've got
America.
enough to survive the end of the month. Spend that little bit, and I'm fine.
But the thing is some people can be addicted to a game. Do you know what I
Again,
mean? They can be addicted.
That's their choice.
Yes.
Whether it's an addiction or just plain stupidity, it's still their choice.
But if there's a game out there that you really
Well,
like, and there's an update to it, like a new version, you're going to be more tempted to buy that than something new out of the box that you've never played before. You've seen virtually no gameplay of. Then and you blow your money on that, then you're a bloody fool. But if you've been playing a game like the amount of time we've played Farm Sim, and there's a newer version that comes out that promises, regardless of if it is or not, promises to be better, then you're mad not to buy it. Why would you hold yourself back if you can afford it?
Also, if money is an issue, which it is for a lot of people, then if you're unsure, you wait. You watch gameplay videos. I mean, fuck me, how many YouTubers and Twitch people out there are going to do it
Yep.
and stream it and video it and give their opinion?
Mm-hmm.
So you've got no excuse. If money's an issue,
Yeah, no
just
excuse
wait.
for blowing your money.
Watch your videos.
Yeah, but that,
make your
but
decision
then the
based on
thing-
that.
Yeah, but the thing is then, is if you watch 10, 15 people on YouTube or Twitch or whatever, then you've got 10 or 15 different opinions then, ain't you? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
Yes, but
Yeah.
there'll be a general overriding opinion on whether it's crap or whether it's good.
Yeah.
yeah, true.
And you can make your
True.
own mind up. Just because the streamer
Exactly.
is saying this is crap, you can still watch and think, no, it's not. I like the idea of
Yeah,
doing
exactly.
that. I think you're an idiot.
Yeah.
You know, with this new Railroads Online game, when I got the found that it exists, I looked on the internet, and Raptor had done a video on it. Now, I'm a subscriber to Raptor, but I don't like him. I think he's a tosser.
Oh, yeah, he's an idiot, isn't he?
And I don't like him, but I watched it, and him and 4 of his mates were having a ball. They were loving it. And I thought, shit, that does look good. So I told my mate about it, and I said, you know, I'm thinking about it, I'm not too sure. Watch this video. He said, nah, fuck it, let's get it. I said, yeah, well, I'm not going to get it straight away, we'll have to wait. And anyway, I watched more. It was like a 6-hour bloody video, because it is a time sink. That game, you play it for what you think is about an hour. You look at the clock and it's 4 hours, and you go, what the fuck? I've done nothing. But it was so much fun doing nothing.
sounds like the perfect game for you.
Oh,
Yeah,
it
it
is
does, doesn't
great.
it?
It is very good.
1.5 million just for the BGA's Daylight Robbery. Yeah, I agree there.
Yeah, it should only be about 750,000.
Save game contest in PV Uncharted. $100 and a copy of FS22. Oh, okay. Not all streamers are so good at showing off the game to its
No,
true
no.
potential. Now that's true because a lot of them they'll just sit there and do the same thing over and over again. They don't go around like trying all the different jobs and all that sort of thing. They'll just do like one field or something.
Yeah, some streamers are good at certain games, but they're shit at other games.
Yeah.
They shouldn't really. Well, they could, they still give their opinion, but God, they're crap at the game. Like, I like Colonel Failure. He's fun to watch. He's an absolute idiot, but he's fun. And he had a go at Railroads Online just recently. I think it was yesterday. And he was an absolute twat. He had no idea what he was doing. There isn't a tutorial yet because it's not at full release. So you're going to have to work things out. And he just couldn't. Can't do this, can't do that. Go, fuck it.
Well, that's the whole point of some games is you just sit there and try and figure it out.
Yeah. Jeez, it took me and my mate.
Space Engineers is like that.
Yeah, it took me and my mate about an hour to figure out how to make the train go.
You can ask Giants as you are partner for early version of FS22. Can I?
Yes.
I didn't know that. Ooh, guess who I'll email him tomorrow. I didn't know they did that. I thought they just picked who they wanted it to go to. They're thinking to provide Giants partners early access, but they have to put themselves in a list and send them mailers. Oh, okay. I'll have a look on their on the portal later, on the partners portal. See if I can find it. They wouldn't let me stream it though, would they? I wouldn't have thought I'd be able to stream it. And saying that, I haven't seen anybody else streaming it, so maybe you wouldn't be allowed to.
I shouldn't think they've got a finished version that they're willing to let out yet.
No.
Yeah, there's still 6 weeks to go.
No.
Only the developers are streaming any previews at the moment of actual gameplay.
Early
Yeah, they might-
access will be 1 or 2 days before. Ah, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just keep making more straw for you, Johnny.
Thanks, mate. I'll be doing this for 6 weeks.
Yeah,
Well, if I spread the straw, does
there would be
add
an embargo
anything?
in place, I would assume.
I mean, does it add anything to the fertilizer level if I spread
No.
the straw? Or...
No,
That's dumb.
that was a mod in 17. That did that.
Well,
Yeah, but
that's,
in 22.
that's coming in 22.
Yeah, that's coming
Yeah,
in
they're bringing
22.
it back in. Yeah. Puts like a compost layer on it, in it, which is like a fertilizer. Yeah.
Well, you get a mulcher to mulch the stalks and stuff off the what's-its, don't you? And then that adds a fertilizer stage as well.
We'll find out.
I'm looking forward to it now.
I am too. I have been for weeks.
I think they've sort of demonstrated they are bringing the base game level up a little bit. I mean, I still wish they'd put more basic cereal crops in there, but you know,
But
maybe
why?
next time.
But
What other
why?
cereal crop are you missing?
I can't understand.
Oh, we had
You were talking about that last week, and I
Sprout,
can't
wheat
understand.
germ, other stuff like that,
Oh,
I
which
can't-
wouldn't be that difficult to do.
Yeah, I can't understand why you would need that. Why you would want that. Cereal.
To add more variety, I don't want to just do wheat and oats all the time.
But spelt is a form of wheat.
I know, but it's still a different crop, it's still a different price point.
Mm.
Wonka wants lots of things that cannot grow because he's too busy playing with cows.
Yeah.
Exactly, I want the option of what I should be doing.
Wonko just likes options. He doesn't want to use them. He just wants the option to it in case he might think of doing it.
Yeah, well, you never know. He might want to do it one day.
I do it, I'm always planting crops.
He wants to look through the contracts and see that there's something different to harvest. And it has to be with a combine because he doesn't want to do it with anything else. What are the new crops that are coming?
Can't remember off the top of
Grapes
my head.
and olives in it.
Grapes and
And
olives.
there's one grain crop. Can't remember what it is.
Sorghum.
Sorghum, that's
sorghum.
it. Yeah.
Which
Let's have
doesn't
a-
grow in this country, so that's no good to me.
I'm gonna say that's North America.
But there's a
Canada.
lot of crops that don't grow in England, so why do you want those options?
I've just bloody told you. I told you last week as well.
Well, I've
You
never
can grow
seen you do.
spelt.
I've never
wheat germ.
seen you do sugarcane,
That's because it doesn't grow in this
Sugarcane
fucking
doesn't grow
country.
in this country.
but it's an option. You could.
Oh Jesus!
But it's the same difference.
Yeah, but
No,
Well,
it's
it's
not
not
the
though,
same
because-
difference.
because if some people play this game like really realistic, right? So if you're playing on an English map, for instance, right, you're not going to plant sugarcane, you're not going to plant cotton, you're not going to plant olives. Do you know what I mean? So that's
I might
that's-
plant grapes if I was south of England.
yeah.
That's still quite a niche thing.
What, in France?
But over in Great Britain, potatoes are very popular. I never see you plant them.
I plant crops on my current. I have crops, carrots, at the moment.
Uh huh.
We have actually a lot of grapes here.
Yeah, we do grapes a lot here too. We do a
A
lot,
lot
of
of
cotton.
wineries.
We do a lot of corn. We do heaps of sugarcane.
Well, that's fine then. So, for your part of the world, you'll be quite happy to farm sugarcane.
No, I don't.
I think it's fun.
It can be fun, but not on your own. It's a ton of fun.
That Mad Brown plants those little brown things, potatoes, to an unhealthy level. Yeah, he does. Every field he had one time, didn't he, on one map that was just full of potatoes.
Who's that?
He's nuts. Graham.
Graham, yeah.
He loves his potatoes.
I don't mind doing potatoes, but it's a pain in the butt. on
30,
your own.
34 fields, that was it, yeah. Yeah, you don't mind doing potatoes, but 34 fields of them.
Did
No,
he
that's
actually
just-
harvest all 34 fields there?
Yeah,
Did he?
it was.
Are you sure?
Yeah, well, he didn't do them manually. I think he used workers and cosplay and stuff. For was it? What was the 15 map? Westbridge Hills. He had, you know, the potato thing, the potato storage in Westbridge Hills. He had that completely full, and he put sheds everywhere and just filled them up with spuds. He's nuts.
Pretty sad that Giants got rid of that root crop storage from 15, 17.
Oh, the one with the conveyor belts.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, he's not able to confirm it. Yeah, I remember him telling me about it though. Well, I'm sure he sent me a snapshot, a screenshot of all his potatoes. Oh, actually, that might have been Dramagazer. I know somebody sent me a snapshot of all their potatoes all over the place. There's bloody mountains of them. Yeah, it was somebody. I've got the screenshot somewhere. I'll have to find it. Ooh, they know. Look, you lot have gone quiet.
I'm quiet anyway.
Yeah, Johnny's just waiting before he has his breakfast before he says anything. Isn't that right, Johnny?
No. What?
Are you busy, Wonka?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Always
Because
busy.
Hill 32 needs something needs bailing. 33, I mean, not 32. Because it's a contract.
Yeah, I'm busy picking up our hay bales at the moment after baling them,
Ah,
breaking them,
okay.
and
No
cleaning
worries.
the 2 tons of shit out of the cows.
Only 2 tons.
Hmm.
They must be constipated. That's definitely going to fill that, isn't it? Where's this guy go to? Sunrise Breakthrough or British Cranes? That one. British Cranes, okay. Oops. Yeah, it's not full, but it's full enough.
That's what she said.
How do I get out? Yeah, no.
Right, gone live.
Yeah. What?
Hey,
Streaming.
you're streaming.
I'm streaming.
Really?
Piss off. Don't believe that.
Oh yeah, Grumpy Bollocks. I mean, Grumpy one code, yeah. Theory B. And what brought that up? All of a sudden?
Ah,
He's warming up for 22, making sure everything
Yeah.
works.
Well, until he actually wants to use it, then it won't.
Yeah.
that's normally the way it goes.
Talking of upgrading,
Oh God, don't
has
do
any-
it, please. Spare us.
has anybody got any thoughts on the new Windows 11?
Yeah, don't do it.
No.
Robbie, it'll just break everything.
No, don't do it.
It might not break everything.
Well, 10 did.
Well, yeah, that's true.
And the version before that did, and the version before that did.
Yeah,
And
that's true.
nearly every update they do to the current version will break something.
Yeah.
The last good version they had was Windows CE.
Oh God, how long ago is that?
Windows
Windows what?
3.1 was the best, I think.
No, it's almost 30 years ago.
Which Windows version?
CE.
Oh, I never had it.
It was just after the original Windows release.
Yeah, I was still in my Amiga stage.
Must have been a pretty big amoeba.
Yeah. Still a better system than Windows.
See, because I was thinking of upgrading, but I don't now.
I'm going to wait until it's forced on us. Maybe.
Well, it
ever.
won't be forced on it. It won't be forced on you till like because they're still going to do updates and stuff for 10 until 2025 at least.
Yeah, I should be dead by then, so that's okay.
Oh, you're feeling optimistic today then?
Oh, yeah.
He's always optimistic.
Mhm. Born to
But
die.
apparently, it's supposed to be a lot better for gaming and stuff.
Yeah, so is
More powerful.
this version than the last, and the last from that, and that. It's always better. It's always easier.
Yeah, but you need TMP, TPM, sorry. Yeah, which is built into a lot of new processors, and you have to enable it in the BIOS, right? But for people who can't do it, then there's a little chip that it's like a little board that you buy. You plug it into your motherboard, like a little dongle.
Little bundle.
Dongle.
Dongle. Yeah,
Yes.
dongles are good.
Yeah, like the things that hang
But
off
not-
your butt.
But not all processors are compatible with it anyway. It's got to be, I think it's 8th generation or above.
Yeah, apparently there's an awful lot of people around the world, like millions and millions and millions, will not be able to do it.
Yeah.
Won't be able to do
So,
what?
upgrade to 11.
So,
But the thing is, though, is there's a PC health checker thing that you can use to check, see whether your system will take it or not. Mine came up and said it wouldn't do because I didn't have the TPM installed. So I installed the TPM and I went onto the checker. It says, yeah, everything's fine. You go onto the Windows update page. It says, this computer does not meet the requirements. Well, what the...
that was the same back when Windows 10 came out for me. And
No,
I
but
checked.
there is a known bug, though. They do know about that issue. They have said that is an issue with the Windows update system itself.
Yeah, when 10 first came out, it gave me a notification, and I clicked on it, and it said you are fully compatible with the new version of Windows 10. Download it now and install it for free. And I thought, okay. I hadn't read much about it, but I thought, oh, all right. I know people that have got it, so I downloaded it. Yep, nothing worked. Absolutely nothing. I had to start Windows in safe mode and navigate to an old save, of your whatever it's called, settings, and
Restore point.
yeah, restore, yeah, and I had to restore from the old point. Not a problem. I went online and searched, and they said don't do it. Don't do it. Most computers will not run the new Windows 10 yet. If it tells you it will, it's lying. Which it
Wow,
was.
Microsoft lying.
Yeah,
Oh,
imagine
it's
that.
never been heard of.
No.
But I mean, I'm gonna wait until I've seen, because it's released now. It's available. I mean, not that I can get it anyway, but I'm still gonna wait and watch look at reviews and that sort of stuff before I even decide.
Good.
I mean, you can download the ISO and just do a clean install if you want it.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
See, but it's okay. It's okay for me because if I installed it and it didn't work and something wasn't working, I could just, because I've got my ISO on my NAS of the what's it now, my operating system as it is now, and just copy it over and everything will be working fine.
Uh-huh.
So
Sounds like fun.
yeah,
Waste a couple of days.
but it probably would do because doing a restore from the NAS, it does take hours and hours and hours. Not that I've ever done it, but I have seen how to do it, and they've said that like even if you've got like just because it's a RAID as well, so it has to do it from both disks at the same time.
I gotta go, guys.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
okay.
mate. Okay. Good to see you
later,
again,
mate.
Doc.
Johnny's got plenty of straw to pick up.
As long as you haven't left him with nothing to do, that's okay.
Well, every single one of our crops needs harvesting, so he's got plenty.
No, there's a few more to go, yeah. You haven't done
Alright.
field 14 or field 1. But anyway, yeah, thanks, Doc.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll catch you
Okay,
next
sure.
time.
Have a good one, mate.
Alright, later, guys.
See ya.
See you later.
Yeah. Hey, Wonko, are you streaming through OBS?
Streamlabs.
Streamlabs OBS, yeah. So, have you got your account, your Twitch account, linked to OBS or to Streamlabs?
Yes.
Yeah, that's okay. Then that's why you didn't have to do your new stream key. Because there's a lot of people trying to stream this week and they couldn't because they reset all the stream keys, didn't they? Because they got hacked.
Yes.
Don't know if you know, but Twitch got
Yes.
hacked, and they changed everybody's stream key. But if you've got your account linked to OBS in any way, then it's okay. You don't have to change it. Otherwise, you have to go onto the onto Twitch and get your new stream key from there. This apartment feels weird without growing about. Well, it's because you're so used to having him around at night, ain't you? Oh, and did you see that Facebook and Instagram and WhatsApp went down the other day?
Yeah.
And Uri Geller's blaming aliens.
Ah, well, good for you. Fucking spastic.
Yeah, I could easily get used to this though. Yeah, well, that's it. Yeah, get used to it. But there was people. It was on the
Yuri
news.
fucking Geller. He was a twat when he was around in the 80s.
Yeah. But they were talking about it on the breakfast TV the day after it happened, and they had hundreds of thousands of complaints, and I'm like, here's an idea.
Get a
Because
lot.
they're like, oh, well, what can we do? We can't do this, we can't do that. And I thought, well, here's a great idea. Put your phone down, put your tablet down, turn to the person next to you, and have a bloody conversation. You know what I mean? People can't have conversations anymore because they don't know how to. You know something? I have literally seen people sitting next to each other, texting each other, and there's like, oh yeah, this is a brilliant video on Facebook. I'll send it to you. Just pick the phone and show him. You know what? It's so stupid.
I have not been on Facebook since Christmas, and do you know what? I couldn't give a fuck.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's
no.
just a pointless waste of time.
Yeah, I hardly ever use Facebook. The only thing I ever do when I go on Facebook is put up when I put up a new video or something, and then that's not always. Do you know what I mean? So I hardly do it. It's a waste of time. Drama says, not me, I ignore everyone.
That's a good policy.
Fair
That is.
point.
I like that.
Yeah.
Why not?
Exactly, why not? I mean, it's just ridiculous, though. I mean, people are sitting there texting each other and Instagramming each other, and they're sitting next to each other. It's crazy. The art of conversation is dead nowadays.
Is it?
Yeah. Well, for some of us, anyway. I can still have a good conversation, even if it's just with me bloody self.
Uh-huh. Yes, well. Ian's
I talk
back.
to myself a lot anyway.
Welcome back, Ian.
Yeah, welcome back, mate. Drummer says, couldn't count how many times and then he writes, I've skipped people in lines because they're not paying attention. I was paying attention. I saw you skip that line.
Get out and walk.
What?
Yep.
They never get the goal to say, hey, what you do. Yeah. And what you do, by the way? It's not, the response is not appropriate for Twitch. Yeah, that's the sort of response I would give to them as well.
It's not my drummer to be rude.
It depends on the situation, doesn't it?
I
If
suppose.
somebody, because it's the same with people with streamers. I've got a policy. If you ask 3 questions about a certain, if you're having a conversation with somebody, like the first person you've ever seen, right, for the first time, if you ask them 3 questions about them and they don't ask you anything about you, they're not worth talking to. Because obviously they're not bothered about you, they're just bothered about themselves.
Uh-huh.
It's true.
Could be.
Because some people are so self-important. All they want to do is talk about themselves. And,
Some people.
you know, that's what I said. I didn't say everyone.
Mm.
I said when you meet people for the first time.
Oh, first time. Yep. True.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to make a coffee. I'll be back. Just
Well, at
talk
least he
amongst,
doesn't try and talk when he's got a
yourselves.
mouthful of coffee. I'm polite to everyone until they do or say something either stupid or that. Yeah. I know what you mean, mate. I know exactly what you mean.
Oh, it was funny this week. Bloke I was working with, he's a bit of an idiot. And it's 7 o'clock in the morning and he's talking utter bollocks, asking stupid fucking questions. And he looks at me and he says, am I annoying you? And I said, yes, you fucking are. That shut him up. A few minutes later, he said, you're the first person that's ever said that to me. I thought, I don't fucking think that's true.
No, everybody else is probably like, oh, no, you're not annoying me, so he just carries on talking. Is he a big bloke, is he?
Fairly big, I suppose, yeah.
Yeah, that's probably why nobody says anything to him usually, because he'd probably kick the crap out of him otherwise. Hopefully that lad ain't watching. Yeah, he probably wouldn't even know how to turn a computer on. So is he just like another subcontractor? Is it?
Yeah, it's just it just does my head in. I like to be organised, approach the job, look at the job, plan the job, work out how the best way to do it is going to be.
Mm.
And I take pride in my work, and he's just the complete and utter opposite. He quite literally just crashes into it, smashes shit up. It's fucking awful.
Same as people walking into the pound shop and asking someone, how much is this? Yeah. Well, nowadays, though, Poundland, you go in Poundland and you have to ask how much some of the stuff is because they're not a pound anymore. Because we went into Poundland, oh God, about a year ago, 18 months ago, something like that. And they had some teddy bears behind the counter, some pretty big ones. And the woman's like, "Oh, are you interested in any teddy bears?" I'm like, "Well, yeah, they're not bad for £1." And she's like, "Oh, they're £35." I'm like, 35 quid in a Poundland? I still bought one though for the granddaughter. But yeah, they have lots of stuff in there now that's nowhere near £1.
Yeah.
I see you have a gun. Does that mean if someone came in here with a knife, you'd shoot them? No, I wouldn't. I'd let them rob the place. Unless they threaten me. Yeah.
Who you knifing?
What?
You say you're going to knife someone?
No.
Oh. Okay.
Why would I want to do that?
I don't know.
Oh, I'm not violent
No.
anymore.
No, never been violent myself.
Go on.
Wonko still here?
Yes.
Yeah.
Huh.
I thought that bale was going to drop straight by that little tiny bit that I've got to pick up there. It just missed. You just went past it. Which is good. And that is the entire field done.
So is Doc alright? He seemed a bit quiet tonight.
Oh, as far as I know, no.
Yeah, did he seem like his bubbly self, didn't
Nah.
Seemed normal. No.
Unlike police and military, I was taught to shoot to shoot to wound, not shoot to kill. Well, yeah, if you're in the military, then you know there's no other option, is there?
What? Shoot yourself?
What?
Something about shooting yourself?
Imagine shooting myself. Drama said that unlike the military, he was taught to shoot to wound, not shoot to kill.
Oh, shoot to wound.
Yeah, and I says in the military, sometimes you have no choice but to shoot to kill. You know, because if somebody's shooting at you, you know, you want to make sure they stop shooting at you.
Yeah, headshots are the way to go. Get over and done with.
Military have more stricter rules than ordinary police. Well, yeah, I would imagine that the military have like a lot of rules.
Well, the police have that rule too. It's not, they don't have a shoot to kill. But
No, they
quite
just kneel
often
on
do.
people's necks.
Hey,
Nothing. Oh, I heard a funny story from Australia today.
oh no.
There was a guy. He's a
Johnny
musician.
opened his wallet.
Right. Well, yeah,
Huh?
that's a horror story. That is.
Yeah.
There's
This
this
is natural
guy.
history.
Yeah. There's a guy, he's a musician, right? And every weekend, I think they said it was on Sunday. Is it Saturday or Sunday? I can't remember. He likes playing his guitar in his front yard, on his drive. And in his underpants and trainers. And his neighbour complained, so they sent like 5 or 6 police cars to to his house just to tell him to stop. And as they were arresting him, he was still playing.
Uh huh.
And
So he
they-
got arrested for playing the guitar on his own property.
Yeah, because it was breach of the peace or something, some rubbish. And he went to court, and because he refused to wear a mask, they couldn't prosecute him because they wouldn't allow him in the court. I thought I was pissing myself laughing when I was listening to it. It was hilarious.
Sounds like bullshit to me, but yeah, okay.
No, there's actual video. I saw the video. The police were arresting him. I'll see if I can find it, and I'll put it in Discord if I find it. But it was hilarious.
I don't know what law that breaches though.
I'm
Unless
sure they said it was. I'm sure they said it was for breach of the peace.
how? I don't know. It must have been at a terrible hour.
Well, no, it was during the day.
Well, you can't. You can play your music as loud as you bloody like during the day.
Well, not according to this video. Wonko, I have
Yes.
7,560 litres of soybeans here. Shall I just keep them in the silo?
I don't know. Are they
Well,
not part of the
they're
contract?
Yeah, but the contract's completed now. Well, at least I
Sell
think
it.
I saw it happen.
Sell it.
Yeah. Sell it. Okay. Do we have any in stock?
I wouldn't
No,
have
we
thought so.
haven't. We have nothing in stock. Okay. Police are trained. Police are trained specially to shoot to kill. Well, yeah. Well, I suppose it depends on the situation. Because I mean, I've seen interviews with like some coppers who've been in America, who've been on the job for like 30 years, and they've never drawn their gun once. And then you see an interview with like a younger guy who's been on the force for a year or 18 months or whatever, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I've all got my gun out." Do you know what I mean? It's just mad. Because when you see police programs on the TV, and they'll go walking into a room. As soon as they walk in the room, they've got their gun out, and police officers are like, "It's not like that at all." I mean, it might be more like it now, but it never used to be. Disturbing the peace in the most common cause for arrest, even though there's a very thin line. Yeah, there is. I can't believe the police actually sent like 5 or 6 coppers to this guy. No, just for playing his guitar in his own front yard.
Yeah, but it might have been shit.
And that's not the point. Like you just said, you're not allowed to do it. So if you're allowed to do it, no matter how bad it is, does it?
No.
Thing is though, is when he was outside court, he actually looked a bit like Ronnie Wood. You got £6 for that. I don't think we get that much for the contract. Oh yeah, we do. We get 12 for the contract. Yeah, okay. But we got all them extra bales as well. We've got a bale collector, haven't we?
Yeah, I've just been using it.
No, I mean, have we got a bale collector or is it a trailer?
It's a trailer that collects bales.
You know what I mean.
Well, I don't actually, because we've got to pick up the bales, so the bale picking up trailer will pick up the fucking bales.
Well, I meant the bale collector. The one that picks up the bales and puts them on the back. You know, the manual one.
Okay. Why would you want that?
A bloody good
Just
trailer.
wondering if that's what the one we had. I didn't know if that's what we had or not. The most common cause is lack of tolerance. Yeah, well, no, the most common cause for arrest is when the police get butthurt. You know, they try to talk to you and tell you what to do. Then, when they know that they can't bully you and make you do what they can't make you do, they arrest you for public order offence or something.
So they should.
So they just get butthurt.
Police do a wonderful job.
My local police chief has refused to give me carry permit. Carry permit. You have to go straight to the State's Attorney General. Oh, you mean to carry a firearm? Is that what you mean? And also filed an ethics report against him. Oh, okay. Conceal carry for. Ah, right. Okay. Actually, it's didn't go in there, did it? No, it didn't. I nearly put it in the wrong place.
What are you doing in the wrong place?
Oh, I nearly put the trailer back in the wrong shed.
Oh,
Didn't want to do that. Didn't want one cop shouting at me.
no. You can get aggressive.
Yeah, you can. Yeah. And I mean, I am fragile.
Mm.
Right, where? Oh, it's alright, I've seen it. I was just to ask where the trailer was, I've just seen it.
It's where you saw it.
It might be, yeah. First Amendment auditors, anyone can photograph or video anyone in public, but the eye, whatever the eye can see can be recorded.
Oh.
No consent needed to record people. Yeah, there's a big thing on YouTube about that, where a lot of people over in this country, they go around taking pictures, and people are like, "Oh no, you're not allowed to do that." So a lot of people now are doing it and going out and like recording police stations and things just because they can. But the police always start getting a bit arsey about it.
Well, if you're filming a police station for no particular
You
reason,
follow a lot of them, yeah. Oh, sorry, go on.
then you are basically deliberately trying to provoke
Provide.
a reaction from the police.
Yeah.
Maybe, but
Well, there's no
there
maybe
should.
about it, Rummy. If you're
Yeah, but there
taking the camera in the
but
cop's
there
face when he's trying to
shouldn't
do his
be.
job,
No, but there shouldn't be a reaction, should there?
oh, wait until
There-
somebody shoves a camera in your face when you're trying to do your job at work. I think you might think a bit differently then.
Yeah, but it's not like that. It's what it is they go around like just filming the police stations, right? And the police actually come out to them.
Well, of course they do, because the police are a target. Policemen get killed by bad people.
Yeah, I get that, but the thing is even if they're on the street, they still can get targeted by these same people.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm with you there, Wonka.
But saying that though, no police station in this country ever since the IRA has been a target for anything. Do you know what I mean? So
Less than last lot of riots in London. Police stations targeted. Police cars
That's
targeted.
just-
Police vans targeted. Policemen targeted.
yeah, but that was just because of a
Got the
riot.
same
That-
pillars that walk around saying it's my right to record anything and everything. Well, yes it is, but common decency would say you don't.
There's no common decency anymore. What are you talking about? It's a bit like common
Oh.
sense. There isn't any.
Yeah, yeah.
The
There
word
isn't any
common
anymore,
doesn't
no.
mean anything anymore because they're all individuals now. They're not common. I sexually identify as a living room dining table. So, you know, I'm an individual.
Do you want somebody to come and polish you?
Suspicion is not a crime. Yeah, exactly. It's not a crime. Like the one card, there is a camera in his face right now. Well, yeah, there is a camera in my face right now. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, but
See?
you put that camera there, your choice.
Yeah.
If I came to your place of work, say you worked, and I stuffed the camera in your face just because I could, you'd quite rightly
But-
feel a bit pissed off.
Well, no, because if you're if,
Don't talk.
no, because if the
Bollocks.
person who is taking the photographs is standing on public land, there's sod all you can do about it anyway.
I'm
So
not
what's the
arguing.
point?
I'm not arguing about that. I'm just saying it's not right. It's not a decent thing to do. Unless you've got a legitimate reason, i.e. a policeman beating the shit out of somebody, then you don't need to do it.
Yeah,
Or
but
if
the
a
thing
policeman
is,
or anybody else is doing something wrong, then yes, that would be a legitimate use of a video camera.
okay, so
But to walk up
the
to a
thing
policeman
is-
minding his own business, or anybody else minding their own business, and stuff a camera in their face without their permission, and leaving it there when they've asked you politely not to film them, that is an invasion of the other person's right not to be bothered.
Human right thing.
well, no, because there's no expectation of privacy in public. That's why there's so many
We're not
CCTV
talking
cameras
about
around.
privacy, we're talking about respect for your fellow human being.
There's none of that.
Oh, I think that went out the window a long time ago in this world.
Only because people
There
like
is-
you don't stand up for it.
What do you mean people like me?
Well, you're arguing for the case for somebody to walk around video police stations for no fucking good reason. And our
But
particular
they-
conversation is about sticking a camera into a policeman's face or into anybody's face and recording it just because it's your fucking right to do so.
So where does it end? Where does it
It
end?
ends-
Where?
Sense and a bit of respect for your fellow human being. If somebody stuck a camera in my face and I said, "Oh, do you mind not?" I would expect
Yeah,
that
but
person not.
the thing is a lot of people started recording the police because they've had bad interactions with the police in the past. You know, they've been beaten up by the police, falsely arrested, and stuff like that. And now, because a lot of people, if they have interactions with the police, they record it all the time because
Yeah.
of things like that.
Yeah. And
Yes,
half
we're
so-
of
talking
those
about
people,
those people.
half of those people do it on purpose so they can get 1 million views on
Yeah.
YouTube. And it's all
Yeah, I
provoked.
agree.
They provoke
I
the police
agree
into
there
doing
that
it.
some of it is. I agree there that some of it is provoked, but some of it just isn't.
Yeah.
Some people they just walking down the road, and
I've seen
you know,
those
they get-
videos, and
Yeah,
the police
I've
jumping
seen them
on
as
them
well.
and beating the crap out of them. But the thing is, they delete the start of the video and just focus on the police beating this person on the street. Then someone else releases the entire video because they were there too, and they recorded and said, "No, it's not what happened. The guy or girl on the side of the street was throwing things at the police and spitting in their face and just, you know, kicking
yeah,
and
that's probably
screaming
just,
and
that's
beating
just
them.
one video, but
And then the
That's
police
just one
had
video.
to use force to bring that person down. That's when the video starts for that person, because they want to get the views. Oh, look, police are treating this person. They beat this person up for absolutely no reason. Wait a minute, look at the other video, you dickhead. You deleted all
Always
that.
try and get the full picture before making that judgment.
Yeah, you need the full story, you need all of it before.
Which is difficult to do in
Yes.
this day and age, I will grant you. It is very difficult to know the full story. Which is why you shouldn't always rush to judgment.
No.
I'm not the one doing any judging.
No, but you're defending the right of some people just to be antagonistic, provocative, and generally antisocial. And my argument is, people should have more respect for other people. And if somebody says to you, please do not point that camera in my face from 6 inches away, if you have to record, stand over there. And actually, I'd rather.
Yeah. Well, I'm not on about people who come up and stick the camera right in your face.
Well, there's a lot
That's
of
not
that.
what I'm talking about.
Well, me and Johnny thought that's what you were talking about.
No, because none of these videos that I watch, they're all taken from like on the road outside the station. They're not like inside the station.
But see,
Yes.
that shouldn't be done anyway, because as Wonko said, police are targeted. And for a criminal organisation or some sort of guy looking for revenge, he's got some free footage of what happens at that police station, the ins and outs, who's there, who's walking in and out of the police station at what time.
And this is not something that he can find on Google Earth.
Not live, no.
Not live.
No, but if you're trying to find the weak points of a building, then you're not going to stand there taking photographs of it, are you? You're just going to go on Google Earth and have a look.
Yeah, but if someone's
No,
providing
but-
you free footage,
So that they can get some likes on their YouTube or Twitch stream,
no.
or whatever it is, their particular reason for walking past a police station recording it.
Oh wait there. I've got lots of comments on this. Porsche says, Wonko, where does CCTV come into that? Yeah, exactly. Good point.
CCTV is
Thomas
monitored by people looking for crime. It's not by some antagonistic person trying to provoke a reaction from the police.
And I don't see how anyone's got access to CCTV anyway, unless they hack the system. It's there for law enforcement, not for the average criminal to get hold of.
Right. But so you've never seen CCTV put all over TV or all over YouTube or anything? They still release them videos.
Yeah. They release them. If the general public's releasing them, then they've been hacked.
Also, if they're being released by the police or whoever is in charge, then they're being released for a reason.
Yes.
And if they're being released for a reason that's not acceptable, then
Well,
they're being
some of them were released
arrested for
for the said offences the police committed that someone posted on YouTube of the police officer beating the shit out of someone. I mean, they shouldn't have to, but if they need to use maximum force to bring someone down, then they've got to do it. That's the person's fault, not the police's. And I've seen CCTV added on to the back of video, these so-called police brutality videos of the entire thing, where the person that's getting beaten the shit out of started it all and wouldn't stop. And the police had to use full force.
Yeah, but like I'm saying, that's a different situational. No, that's a different situation altogether.
Yes,
So
I
let me
know,
just recap,
but it's
Remy.
leading
Start
to
of
the
this-
same thing.
The start of this conversation was you saying about people recording police stations. Okay?
Not
So
just
people
not
record-
just police stations.
Well,
There's,
that's not what you said. You said recording police stations. That's what you said.
Yeah.
That's what started
Okay.
this
We'll
conversation.
go with the police stations then. Yeah.
Yeah. So, like I said, that is not a smart thing to do. Because the police are a target for all sorts of disgruntled people in this world. You don't make it easy for somebody. It's like giving a criminal the keys to the gun safe. You just don't do it. It's not necessary. There's nothing to be gained from it. So why do it?
But there is also nothing wrong with it.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
It's a legal activity. The chief, but the chief commissioner himself wrote a memo to all stations and said, if you see any photographers, do not interact with them. But they
Yes,
still
because he's scared
do
of all the
it.
do-gooders saying, "Oh, you're police brutality.
But
You're
they
taking
still,
off civil rights."
but they still
It's
do
an invasion of
it.
privacy. Yes, exactly, Ian. Regardless whether they are
Well-
the police or not. Yes.
But it's not an invasion of privacy because there's no such thing as privacy in public. There's no such thing as privacy in public.
Well, look, if I'm walking down the street, which I can't anymore, but if I was, and
Yes.
I stopped to scratch my ass for a second, I really don't want that posted all over a YouTube and kept walking. That's an invasion of my privacy. I want to scratch my ass, I can. And I didn't realise there was some dickhead across the street with a camera on me. There was no one else around me. That's wrong. It's just so wrong.
It comes back to having respect for other people.
Yeah. There
Yes,
is no.
you've got the right to record that if you so desire. But why? Why would you do it? What
Yeah.
do you get out of it?
Well, probably people
Think about
wouldn't
the
record
other
something
person.
like that.
No, it's wrong. I don't care what you say, it's wrong.
And Trevor says, if I see someone getting pulled over, I record every time. I hurt one girl's feet, so I should go to jail.
Well, I didn't understand a word of what you said then.
He said oh, I'm full now, I can't pick that one. He said that if he sees someone getting pulled over, he would record every time. And then he said, he hurt your feelings, he should go to jail for it.
No.
Yeah, but you're in America where you have a bit of an issue with the way your police are behaving, or at least certain parts of your police. We don't have such a big problem. That's not to say we don't have bad police. Of course we do.
Yeah, same here. We have bad police too. I've had dealings with them when I was younger.
Likewise.
Everyone is a target for any police officer, and they don't even need permission. Well, yeah, that's true enough. And
Yeah, but to
Porsche
a certain
said you're
extent,
driving
that's
along
to
a yeah. Porsche said you're driving along a road, and the cyclist is using a head cam. How does he feel about that? Yeah, that's another good point.
Yeah, if he's deliberately pointing it at me for no good reason, then I'm not particularly happy about it.
Yeah, Ian, I know that, Ian, but there's a reason for that. You know,
There's a reason for what?
what Ian said.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
what did Ian say? I can't say it.
Well, Ian said it's an invasion of privacy regardless whether you are the police or not. But if you are caught filming around an airport, you can be charged with terrorism. Again, it's the same reason. Do terrorists really need to have live video of what's happening at the police at an airport? That's free access for them. And yeah. They could do it themselves, and that's why they get arrested for doing it at an airport.
Yeah, but the thing is if you're on public land around the airport, they can't stop you.
Yes, we know that,
Yeah,
but that doesn't make
Yeah,
it
but-
right.
it still doesn't
We're
make
not-
it right. No.
But it also doesn't make
I
it.
think the
But it
point-
also doesn't make it wrong either, does it?
Well, it makes it wrong in the way that if you're asked not to do something for reasons of you're making somebody uncomfortable, or you're just being over aggressive with the way you're filming or taking photographs, and you refuse to stop, that's disrespect.
Yes.
Yeah, but
That's
what
not
about if
being
none of them?
socially
But what about if none of them things apply? What about if you're not being disrespectful? You're not in somebody's face, You're on the other side of the road taking pictures of a factory, for instance, and they come over and say to stop. But if
If they're the owner of
is,
the building, they're perfectly within their rights to ask you to stop. They can't
but
force
they're
you.
not though. Well, they can ask,
course they
yeah, but
are.
they can't force. Exactly, they can't. They can't make you stop. But the thing is I've seen these videos where they walk up to people, right, and say, the people that are being filmed or photographed or whatever, they're on the other side of the road. They walk over the road to someone and say, "Can you stop filming? Or don't want you taking my photo." So why walk up to a bloody camera? Do you get what I mean?
No, not really.
No.
I'm being honest. I don't see
Yeah.
your argument.
But if you don't want to be if you don't want to be caught on camera, you don't walk up to somebody with a camera who's got a camera, because obviously you're going to be on film.
If they're already recording you and taking your picture, you're quite within your rights to say to them, "Look,
Yeah,
you've
but
got
if
to-"
if they're only recording the building that you're in, and
Oh,
you
Jesus,
come
Robbie, you
out,
can't change in the scenario. Pick a scenario, stick to it.
well, you can't, can you? You can't just pick one scenario because there's thousands of different scenarios.
Yeah,
This is all very, very similar. Back in the day when they prohibited people taking photos at playgrounds or kids at swimming pools, even their own
No,
parents.
that's a different thing altogether, Johnny.
No,
That's a
it's still an
completely
invasion
different
of
thing.
somebody's privacy. If they don't wish to be photographed, then you don't do it. Unless you've got a legitimate reason of public safety or public interest.
Well, who's to say it's not in public interest when you're taking a photograph? Like all these COVID sites, the people have gone around taking photographs of them, and they're being told they can't because they're not allowed to, but they are because they're on public property, and so you can take the photograph
So
of them
why are they taking photographs of COVID sites?
for
What's the reason?
historical purposes. I mean, how would any of us knew what was going on during the war if it wasn't for people taking photographs and film?
Most of that would have been government sanctioned. In fact, all of it would have been government sanctioned.
Yeah, yeah, but it was
different
still
thing.
there for us to see, wasn't it? And so people nowadays can look for something that happened during the war or whatever, or during any major event, and find out what's changed. Like when buildings
Again,
are
I
being
think you're missing the general point that we're trying to make. Nobody's saying you can't take photographs.
No.
We're saying you need to have a bit more respect. If somebody says to you, please, I don't wish to be in your photograph, I don't wish to be in your video, then that should be good enough.
Yeah.
but then they can walk away.
Oh, I'm beginning to lose my fucking temper now.
But they can. It works both ways.
Yeah, and the cyclist videos, yeah, I enjoy them. They're quite good. And yeah, I think they have every right because there are people out there that target cyclists
Yeah, that's true.
and have been
Well,
for
you-
a long, long time. Shit, I was
Yeah, you
targeted
watch
as a
some of them.
cyclist when I was a kid. That's been around for ages. And now you can film it.
You watch.
It's great. If
Yeah,
you're
you watch
using
some of
like a
them.
DSLR camera in public, you can be arrested. Yes.
No, you can't. No, you can't.
Why?
You can't be arrested
High
for having a camera in
resolution.
public.
Purpose-built camera, not your bloody iPhone. And you're
not
zooming in,
about
taking
my iPhone.
pictures of stuff.
You're not allowed to. So you can't get arrested for it.
Okay. It seems wrong.
You can't.
I
Okay.
don't know
Don't know
the
what-
technicalities of our law in respect to that.
I don't know all the laws and ins and outs of it, but like Wonko's touched on, it's common decency not to be filming random people doing random things in their own personal life. it's wrong.
And we're not including CCTV in that because that is not general public. That is closed circuit television. There's a hint in the name. If it makes its way into public domain, then it's got there either by somebody illegally showing it when they shouldn't have done, or it's been released for a purpose, i.e. catch a criminal, which is the main reason for CCTV.
Yeah. The CCTV is there for criminal activity. That's what it's supposed to be there for. Not for people to hack and to give everyone public access to it. I don't want to know what goes on the CCTV. But if the law decides to release a video of something to help a situation, like, have you seen this vehicle that ran this red light and killed 5 people driving through it? Hell yeah, I want to know about it so I could identify that car if I knew it.
Well, in a situation like that, they'd just show you a still picture of it, wouldn't they, with the registration? They wouldn't show you the entire video. But
No,
I get
usually
what
not.
you mean.
No, usually not, because it's too horrific. It's just dumb.
On public land, you have right to film. On private land, you must get owner's permission.
Yes.
Well, yeah, that's true. But I mean, just because people do go out and take photographs, it doesn't mean that they should be arrested and stuff like that for it. Or even challenged by the police. The police should just leave them alone.
The police generally do, unless the person is being provocative,
Yes.
unless the person is trying to cause a reaction, unless the person is trying to cause trouble.
But that's
And if you're
the
pointing
whole-
a video camera at a police station and you're not doing a news story or a documentary, or you've got some other legitimate reason to do it, then the question is, why are you
Why are
doing
you
it?
doing it? Are you doing it to provoke?
Well,
Are you really a terrorist and staking out this police station so you can plant a bomb in it? What's your motivation for doing that?
but that's the reason. This is the reason all these audits started taking place in the first place. Because when people were just out in the streets and just taking photographs because they're allowed to, they were getting arrested and being charged. They tried to charge them with terrorism acts and all sorts of stuff just because they're walking down the high street taking photographs. And people were just like, well, enough's enough. And this is why a lot of the people now, they just go out and go around police stations to see what sort of reaction they get from the police. And the answer is they shouldn't get any reaction at all, because they shouldn't say anything to them. They should just leave them alone, but they don't. And this is the whole
because they're
point.
trying to protect you, me, and everybody else, and they're trying to protect themselves. They don't understand what you're doing until they ask the question. They can't ask the question until they actually ask you, can they? They're not clairvoyant.
Yeah, but, right, okay, but does it take 7 police officers to ask you what you're doing?
Ah, Jesus, Bobby, you really need to check your facts on the videos you're watching, because you're only getting a very lopsided view. Fact checked more, I would suggest. Don't just take everything at the face value. I suspect you're being led up the garden path more times than you're being told the truth.
Okay.
Oh dear.
Look, there's bad coppers out there, of course there is.
Yes.
There's coppers that'll bend the rules to get what they want out of a situation.
Yes.
There's just downright nasty coppers that
Yes.
shouldn't really be coppers.
Yes.
But the majority are there to do a job because they believe in doing the job.
Yeah, I agree with that. I completely agree.
So why go around deliberately targeting coppers who are just trying to do the job? If, on the other hand, you know a particular copper is a bad copper, by all means, try and expose him or her. Don't go around sticking cameras in coppers' faces when they're trying to do a job. It's very difficult, and I wouldn't want to do for myself. For all the money in the world. Dealing with idiots?
Nah.
Nah.
No, me.
The best way to do things in the British life is to treat people how you want to be treated.
Yes.
Yeah, but that doesn't always work both ways, does it? Do you know what I
Wow,
mean?
really? Do you not think that? Wow, there's a news flash.
Well, it's like
If you
coppers
treat
are
people-
starting to be made to wear cameras, so that they can get the full picture of what's going on. I don't know if it's happening over there, but I know it's
Yeah.
certainly happening in America,
Yeah, all
where
the
the police have
over
to
here
have a
body
camera
cams.
running when they interact with anyone. Or the camera runs all the time, I think, actually.
They're supposed to, but I think certainly in America they turn them on and off. Not
Yeah, they do
sure
over here. as
about
well.
over
You
here,
can turn them off. Yeah, you can turn them on and off. They do turn them off.
which seems counterproductive to me. If you're going to have a camera, it should be rolling full time.
Well, yeah.
Because
should.
it protects both the copper from malicious accusations and it protects the person being arrested, etc., etc.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like those, the cameras in the front of cop cars. There's a lot of footage of that on YouTube. You know, when they pull up a car and the camera rolls and they see the interaction with the policeman and the person in the car. That happens. Be right back. All right, mate. Getting dark. Oh my God. Boogeyman's going to come out.
There was a recent story of a police officer who was really nice and friendly and did the job he was paid to do. Not. Okay.
That's because the media of all persuasions all over the world are not interested in good news stories because it doesn't interest people. People only want to read about the bad shit.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's a lot of cops programs on TV. Oh, I'm full.
A lot of what?
Cop programs, you know, like where they go around with the police.
Yeah.
The film crews go around with the police.
Proper film crews, yes.
Yeah, there's lots of them.
Yeah, there is lots of them. And you can see in
But
those
they-
how badly the
but they only
police
show
are
you-
treated.
They only show you the good stuff.
Huh?
Huh?
They only show the good stuff.
No, they don't.
I've seen some of those when I thought the coppers have been overly heavy-handed.
Yeah.
You know what you got to remember is it's a judgment call all the time. Every second they're on the job, it's a judgment call.
Every
Is this
second they're on the
person
job, their
cooperating?
life's in danger too. They can't be lackadaisy about it.
Ooh, laxy daisy. I've heard anybody say that for a long time.
Yeah.
If everybody started to treat everybody they have interactions with just a bit more polite, a bit more courtesy, a bit more respect for the person right to exist without being... I don't know, I can't quite find the words. Just treat people with a bit of respect.
No.
And
Yeah,
if
I totally
everybody
agree.
did that, gradually society would change. and it'd be a much more pleasant place to be. This attitude,
wanna
of,
li-
well,
I
everybody
wanna
else is a
live
dickhead, I'm
one
going to be a
place,
dickhead too. It's just stupid. It just perpetuates the mindedness.
But unfortunately, that's how it's going to be. That's how it always will be. It ain't going to change.
You didn't listen to what I just said, did you?
Yes, you did. You says you want everybody to somebody to treat people with a bit more respect, but
I
They
said
won't.
if everybody treated everybody else that they have interactions with politely, calm, and with
90%
respect,
of the general public don't know if they're on public or private land. No, that's true.
then gradually things would improve. There'd be less aggravation, less rudeness, etc., etc. Whereas if you have the
Yeah.
attitude where, oh, everybody's a dickhead, I'll just be a dickhead too, then guess what? You'll have a world full of dickheads.
yeah, and that's what I said. It won't happen. It'll never happen because other people, a lot of people just don't respect anybody. A lot of people don't even respect themselves. So they either respect other people, don't they?
Yeah, well,
So I did listen to what he said.
Listening and understanding are obviously two different things then.
yes, well.
People don't know how to. Facebook is not involved. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, people don't know how to interact with each other nowadays because of Facebook and social. Well, not just Facebook, but other social media as well.
Yeah. Personal phones brought the world to its knees. Filled the world full
Yep.
of stupidity, idiots, social inept people.
I think rather than fill the world was already filled with idiots. It's just emphasised it,
Yeah, yeah. It's just made it.
amplified it.
Yeah.
They should have, when they invented the mobile phone, they should have stuck with the flip phone. That's it. Text and phone calls. None of this other shit.
Yeah, well, you know, they bring get a new phone every 3 months or something, don't they?
Yeah.
I mean, Apple just brought out the iPhone 13 now, haven't they?
Yep. You can't get hold of one there.
It's mad, isn't it? It's the same with Nvidia. They bring out they brought out the 3090 series of cards, and then they was on about bringing out another series of cards, and nobody can even get the 30 series unless you pay like extortion amount of money for them. I can't even see the field.
Are we ready to fast forward time?
Yep.
I've just got to pick up a couple. Did you drop a couple more bales on the field after I left?
Can't remember. Probably.
You won't be able to see them anyway, probably. A world
Well, I'm
full of
ready when you are.
smartphones and dumb people.
Well, that's it. That's the thing. The smarter the phones get, the dumber the people get.
No.
Oh, lovely morning. Birds are singing.
How dare they?
Oh no, because there ain't no more bales on this field by the looks of it. Oh, right there, yeah. Oh, one bale. I've come all the way back here for one bale. Just have a scout around. Think I've got them all. Then I can complete the contract and we get about another 72 grand for that, I think.
Jesus, you guys making money.
Yes.
Hell's bells.
It's only because I'm on the team. Yep.
So what about you
Oh,
lot?
it's not
Besides
72
Farm
grand,
Sim
it's
22, are there
12
any
and a
games
half.
you're looking forward to?
Two.
I can only hear one person at a time, and you were both talking.
I wasn't talking. Johnny was saying something about have you got any other games that you're looking forward to, or just FS22? But I don't know who he was talking to.
Anyone.
Hmm?
Anyone who's listening.
Oh.
So no.
No.
Not like I haven't really seen any.
Oh. Fair enough.
Oh, my son got gifted Satisfactory.
Oh yes.
That looks very, very pretty.
Yeah.
Don't know what the gameplay's like. He seems to be enjoying it.
Single player.
No, it's multiplayer. I think.
Is
I
it?
think he's. Oh, I'll have to check. Hang on.
Oh, I didn't realise that. I thought it was single.
What sort of a game is that?
I don't think it'll be a game that you guys would enjoy.
Yeah, it's multiplayer.
It is. Oh, that's
What
good.
sort of, what type of game is it?
He's building stuff, mining, building. Like I said, it's very, very pretty.
Like another survival type game?
Another what?
Survival type sort of scenario where you have to
No.
build stuff and...
No.
No?
There are some really interesting looking survival games coming out.
Oh, man.
I mean, they're not my genre, but there's a couple there that look really interesting. I think one that's coming out is called Icarus, and that looks really good.
Icarus?
Is that like that other Icarus that you asked
No,
us
no,
to...
no, no. No. It's
Riders
just-
of Icarus.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
right.
completely different. Nothing like that.
Do you still play that?
No, no. Play ESO now. No, they Riders of Icarus changed their gameplay a few years back and lost a lot of interest in it in the game when they did that. 100
Oh,
grand
okay.
for another one. And we've been playing Elder Scrolls Online for nearly 2 years, I suppose. And it's had
Oh,
a
that's
lot
the
of
one
changes.
you told Aya about, isn't it?
Yeah, I just played it.
Yeah.
She played with me and one of the other girls a few times. She hasn't been back, I don't know. She never said why. Her and her boyfriend actually, or her partner, played with us for a while. So I don't know. of its type and of its genre, which I'm a big fan of. It's, in my opinion, one of the better ones.
All our fields are ready to harvest now.
Yay! Go nuts.
I'm already nuts.
We know.
Beat you to it. Yeah, we've got 2 oat fields for the bales for the cows, and 2 soybean fields, one car.
Yeah.
Which you could bale to sell.
Yeah, that's what we just did with that contract.
Ah.
Make quite a bit of money off them bales.
Yeah, I did too. But I'm sick of it, so I stopped.
But you got sick of making money?
Yes.
That's probably why you got none.
I've got heaps. Very spoilt for games at the moment. I don't. I'm not really looking for anything else to play. I mean, of course, I'm looking forward to Farm Sim 22 coming out. I'm really looking forward to that. But that'll just replace this game. So it's not new. But yeah, enjoying Farm Sim still. And now Elder Scrolls, and I'm still enjoying Kingdoms Reborn, and the new train game is really good too. I mean, I don't have enough time to play them all, so I really don't need another one at the moment.
What is Kingdom Reborn?
It's a Kingdoms game where you start a kingdom, multiplayer. You found, what's the word? Start a settlement in the Stone Age.
Oh yeah.
And build it up to the Industrial Age with other players.
So do you not play Anno anymore?
Yes, and Anno. We're still enjoying Anno.
I was going to say, 'cause you never mentioned that.
Oh, I thought I did.
So I
sorry.
thought you stopped playing it.
Yeah, no, I played Anno yesterday. Played Train Game yesterday. I haven't played Kingdoms for 3 days, but that could be later today or tomorrow. A lot of them are just, I know they're similar, like Anno, Kingdoms Reborn are very similar, but very different as well. And they're not exciting to watch. They're not terribly exciting to play, but they're very, very interesting, and they suck you in. They're
Anno is not exciting to play. I don't believe it.
No, it's enjoyable to play because you're constantly thinking.
Is it?
Yeah, very enjoyable. Trying to build up a society, a civilization, and expanding, discovering new land, settling it, expanding it, while still maintaining your starter towns, cities, islands, land masses, constantly balancing everything. It's very enjoyable.
Well, it is a good game. It's just for some reason it just doesn't work for me.
Yeah,
Which
but
happens, you know.
I know you two aren't into that sort of stuff, but you've never ever really tried it.
Oh, we did.
You played
We
it for
played
5
it for
minutes and
about
thought this is
3
boring,
weeks.
but you never did
We
anything.
No, we played for about 3 weeks.
Yeah,
We did play
you,
it for
you,
a
you
good
got
few
absolutely
weeks.
nowhere because you weren't interested. Oh, we cut some wood, built some houses, did some fishing. Yeah, so
Hey, we were trying. Just, you know, well, for me anyway, I don't know, it didn't flop my butt.
that's fair enough.
Yeah, and likewise, like I said, I mean, we tried it. In theory, I should like it because I've played Civilization and all the other similar games.
Yeah, well,
But for some reason, no, it just
the newer
I don't know,
version is a lot better than that version in many aspects. It is more involved. And,
Yeah, because wasn't it 1740 or something with the one we played?
no, 1404.
No, that was the one. Yeah. I knew
Um,
there's a 4 in there.
yeah. No, the 1800 is much more involved, much more complex. There's a lot more to do. But again, very enjoyable. I think if you do like those sort of games, Wonko, I think like 1800 wouldn't be for you. It might be, I don't know, it might work for you, but the problem is it's so expensive. It's not worth you trying, experimenting with it, unless there have been free weekends, which is a pity you didn't try it during free weekend. It has got a great tutorial to get you into it. But something like Kingdoms Reborn might be more your style. It's different to 1800. It might be more your style. And I'm not sure.
Let's have a look.
I can't remember how many players can play multiplayer. It's still early release as well. It's been around for a while. It's had a couple of updates. There's a big update coming, but there's details on it, but there's no date, and I'm really looking forward to that. It's a huge step forward.
Well, if you like them sort of games, Johnny, there's a game called Medieval Dynasty that you might like.
Yeah, single player crap. Not interested.
Oh, okay.
It's
Fair
like
enough.
Farmers Dynasty. It's a similar thing.
But it's by the same
love
people.
Farmers
It's by-
Dynasty, but I don't play it because I don't want to play my own.
Yeah, it's by the same people who
Yes.
made Farmers Dynasty.
Yeah, well, they've got three of them now, all single player. Not interested. I'd rather play with friends. And yeah, surprisingly, I do have some.
Never doubted it. You know, with your magnetic personality, who could not be friends
There's
with
a
you?
lot of games out there I would love to have and love to play. I see previews of them. I see YouTubers doing a video. Oh shit, this looks good. Search it online, single player. Nah. Stop watching the video, not interested.
Well, Galaxy Imperium, I think, would be quite a laugh to play.
What's that though?
Ah, you've asked me this before.
Hey?
Um,
Yeah, I know. I've heard the game before.
yeah, it's survival. You land on a crash land on a planet. You have to collect material, resources, build a spaceship, get into space, and then mine asteroids, get more materials, build bigger ships.
Yeah.
Didn't we play a game similar to that before for about
5 minutes.
an hour?
Don't recall playing anything like that.
There was some game. Can't remember what it was. What
Yeah,
it's
Ice
called,
played
but
it with us
it's,
too. Ice was there as well.
Yeah, Ice played with us. Yeah, there was. I think Hooks might have played as well.
Don't think so. He wasn't
Not
interested.
sure. I'm not sure.
Hoops was very
but-
particular about what he would all play.
Well, yeah, but we were on a planet and we had to
Well, we're off to a good start then.
Yeah. And we had to build like platforms and that sort of stuff, and to survive we had to build a
Oh, yeah.
spaceship. Do you remember the game? What was it called?
No idea. I don't remember the spaceship. I remember we running around on the map. I think we played about half an evening. People that
Yeah, we didn't play long.
Yeah,
We didn't
everyone
play
kept
long.
dying because the first thing you had to do is get oxygen.
Yeah.
Was it? I can't remember.
Yeah, you had to build something to get the oxygen, and we just couldn't do it quick enough. Or we did,
Yeah.
and, it was just bullshit.
But you had to build the platform, and then you had to build like the oxygen making thing, and there was little
Have a
pockets of
fire.
oxygen around in caves and stuff.
Oh, yeah, that was something like Space Engineers.
Space
Yeah, and it
Engineers,
is very fucking
Yes,
difficult game.
That was
yeah,
crap.
it was similar to that.
A bit like Raft, entertainment for about 5 minutes, and then just got repetitive crap.
Yeah.
Oh, it's had massive update, Raft. It's a lot better now.
Yeah, I heard that.
It couldn't have been any worse.
Right.
It all depends what you want from a game. If you want just to chill out, relax, listen to some music, watch some videos while you play, that's perfect for that sort of thing. Which is why I didn't understand why you hated it so much when it's so similar to Farming Simulator
What, Raft?
in terms of gameplay.
We couldn't really.
Oh, I don't see any sharks in Farm Simulator.
You couldn't really do a lot. I mean, the last 3 times we played, all I did was filter water for drinking water. 'Cause I couldn't
Yeah,
fuck
that's
doing the other shit.
that's all you did, weren't it? Yeah.
I couldn't be bothered fishing. I couldn't be bothered scraping shit out of the straw anymore, converting it. I thought,
Yeah.
stuff this, I'll just stand here and convert water. Fed it full. And cook some food every now and
How
again.
about EVE Online? I don't even know what EVE
Oh,
Online
God,
is.
that's garbage.
Yeah, I can't be dealing with that. I love science fiction and that's just shite.
Yeah.
It
No,
promises a lot and
yeah.
delivers fuck all.
I like science
You
fiction.
will if you
but-
play Spectacle Island. Oh, have the sharks. Yeah, you will, yeah.
Another thing I didn't like about Raft was,
Well, we haven't had enough things you didn't like about it.
well, the map was ever changing. You couldn't navigate that map. Like, you'd come across a big island and you couldn't go on it. It wouldn't let you on it. It would let you swim around it. It would even if there was a shoreline.
Yeah,
you
that
couldn't
was
climb
weird,
up it.
weren't it?
Yeah,
Yeah, I think that was a bug rather than a game
yeah, but
mechanic.
the island was
Because
there.
now-
And you should be able to mark that on your map. Have a map. I mean, Christ. Even back in the 1500s or earlier, they knew where land masses were. And even if we did, we could never find it again. Once we sailed away from it, that was it. It was gone. Never came back. We found
That's
another
because we
island.
never technologically advanced very far in the few games that we played.
Yeah. I didn't like the fact that you couldn't set up, when we found the big island, we couldn't set up a base camp. Which if you were stuck on a raft, you bloody well would. You would set up a base camp. No, can't do that.
I think you can now, actually.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's had a lot of updates.
Yeah, I heard it had. Not interested, I've got enough games to play, like I said.
Yeah, I'm not advocating playing it.
Well, with the addition of this new Railways Online, I'm just overflowing. I've got too many games to play. And I want to play them all.
I haven't really been on my computer much in the last 2 weeks at all.
Yeah.
I'm only on here tonight because I'm here with you guys. Otherwise, I wouldn't be on my computer now. Oh, shit, I'm full.
Well, he ain't been streaming this week then.
No.
No, I haven't been. Only on Fridays for the last 2 or 3 weeks now because I've been in a lot of pain.
Ah,
Oh, right there. What that? I don't know what it is. It's my my arm. Ever since I had my COVID jab, and I'm not saying it's the COVID jab that caused it, but ever since I've had it, I've had like bad pain in my left arm, and it's like it seems like they when they gave me the jab, they injected it into the muscle. Because every time I would move my arm or anything too much, then I get a pain all the way down my arm, and it's so painful sometimes. Have you got the trailer one, Kurt?
yes.
Oh,
Just coming
okay.
back to the farm.
Okay. Yeah, and sometimes just sitting here, sometimes I can just do it, even if I'm just sitting here watching a video or something. That my arm just starts throbbing all the time. And it's painful.
How
It's been
many
like it for
injections have
months
you
and
had, mate?
months. Say again?
How many have you had?
How many? What have I had?
Injections.
Oh, 2. Had both. Had both of them. But it's been hurting me, what, since I had the first one back in February. And I've tried to get in touch with the doctor. Yeah. Can I examine your arm over the phone? Oh, yeah, you know. You can't get an appointment nowadays. Ridiculous.
Yes.
But I heard on the news today that they're on about giving out the booster jabs now, so yeah,
Ah,
more pain for me.
that'll be fun. Well, they're going to take that equation out of it here. They're talking about it's going to be mandatory. If you need to see a doctor or need a prescription or anything, no more over the phone prescriptions, no more over the phone consultations. If you want to,
No, we can.
you have to, well, that's what I've been doing. But now they're talking
Yeah,
about if you want a new prescription or you need something, you have to go to the doctor. But the doctor won't see you unless you had your COVID shot.
Well, over here with the prescriptions anyway, we don't have to go to the doctor. They don't
Neither
do
here.
anything over the phone
Yeah,
with the
same here.
prescriptions. What we have to do, we have to go to the chemist if we want to repeat a prescription. Go to the chemist, and then the chemist or the pharmacy, as you would call them, I suppose.
Yeah, oh yeah, you
he
ring your
would,
doctor up, they okay the script, they send it to the chemist and the chemist fulfills it.
That's the way it
Oh,
works
okay.
for us as well.
Yes, but we just have to go to the chemist and say, oh, we need this, and then he'll go to he'll phone up the doctor or put it on his system on the computer, and then the doctor sends it through electronically, and then
Yeah.
you go down and collect it
Well,
in
it
a
used
day
to
or
be,
two.
my prescription for my insulin when I went before COVID. I went to the doctor and he'd give me 5 repeats so I didn't have to keep going into them. I'd get 5 repeats because there was no change. You know, I'm on this insulin, I'm on it for
Yeah.
my entire life. If I don't have it, I die. It'll only take a week and I'll be dead if I go without it. But now, when I got my last repeat, I only got 2. And I rang the doctor and I said, I've only got 2 repeats on this. He said, yeah, no, the law's changed.
Think he's trying to tell you something, Johnny?
No. Oh, they've been telling me that now for 15 years, mate. He said, no, the law's changed, you can only get 2 repeats. So I have to either come and see you or ring you up basically every couple of months now. He said, yeah. Which then the doctors in turn charge my medical because I've, got a new... So they're just making more money now.
Yeah, that's it. That's what it's all about, isn't it? Graham's book, Pressure Tablet on auto renewal. I didn't know they could do that.
Well, I can't over here, mate. They won't allow it.
Yeah, auto renewal, and then every now and then
I didn't know they did an auto renewal. Because my missus, every time she runs out of tablets, she has to go down the chemist and tell them what she needs. I mean, she's on a lot of tablets. She rattles when she walks down the road. She's on so many tablets. It's done through the pharmacy. They keep track of it further. Ah, well. Maybe I should tell the missus to ask him about that. Because they don't seem to do it for
I've had this argument with the doctor dozens of times. I've been on insulin for 57 years. Why do I have to come in and get a repeat? It's not like I'm going to be cured. It's not like I'm going to stop needing insulin unless I'm dead. Why do I have to keep coming in for the same script and the same bullshit over and over? I don't understand that. Why is it?
No, that makes sense, does it?
No. Oh no, that's the way it's done. Really? Okay. It just doesn't make sense. I'm sorry. I mean, I could understand if requirements change often, but there's no diabetics I know anywhere in the world that need to have their insulin reassessed every couple of months. Unless there's a problem. And if there's a problem, I'll go and see the doctor and say, look, it's not working anymore, and it has happened, yes. But I'm going to go and see the doctor about it. So, I don't understand. It's just all money making.
It is, yeah, it is.
It's like everything like that, it's like medical marijuana. They get it for free because they're addicts. And it's a disease. What about cancer? What about chemo? What about diabetes on insulin? It's a disease.
Yeah.
We have to pay for it through the nose. Ridiculous.
It's all wrong, isn't it?
If I was a drug addict, I could get drugs for free. But because I've got a legitimate disease, I have to pay through the nose for it. I got a heart attack once. what we use over here is Medicare. You get a Medicare card and you get a certain amount of discount, which is quite big, and it's a damn good system. I went into the chemist to pick up a script one day for my insulin. This is years ago now. And they handed it over to me and handed me this receipt and said that'll be $1,500. I said, what?
Bloody hell.
$1,500. I said, what do you mean $1,500? This used to cost me $5 to $6. That's how much it used to cost back then. They said, oh, your Medicare card's expired. It can't have fucking expired, because that's not a thing.
It's a lifetime subscription.
Yeah. And they said, well, it's expired.
But yours is
it does get renewed every 5 years, right? But they said, no, it's expired. We haven't been notified of the new card. And I said, well, you can stick your insulin where the sun don't shine. You know, I was earning like $600 a week and they wanted $1,500 for fucking insulin. I said, no, you can stick it. You can't go without it. I said, I know I can't go without it. Well, hang on, we'll ring Medicare for you. So they did, and they said, we don't understand. And, it was absolute crap. They got it sorted out. They ended up giving me the insulin to take home because I can't live without it. And it took nearly 2 months for the feckin' government to release a new card for me. That's
Crazy,
stupid.
isn't it?
Absolutely stupid.
Porsche said, do you not have prepaid prescriptions?
Prepaid? No, I never heard of that. Never heard of that.
Well, over here, like if you work, but you have stuff like insulin that you need to have all the time, because over here we have to pay like I think it's about £8 or £9 for a prescription, unless you're on benefits or something. But if you have a prepaid card for like if you need insulin or life-changing drugs and that sort of thing, you don't have to pay for it.
Yeah,
But
no,
you have to
don't
meet
have
a certain criteria.
No.
You still pay, but you don't pay as much.
Yeah, well, that's the same here. We don't.
Oh,
pay
do you
as
still
much.
pay now? You never used to. It used to be free.
No, like Medicare, like I said, it takes a certain percentage. Like,
Persoloki, thank you very much for the follow, mate, and welcome.
there's a big difference
How you doing
between
today?
$5 or $6 and $1,500.
Well, yeah.
I mean, there'd be a lot of more dead people out there if they had to pay $1,500 for their insulin.
I know, it's nuts, that is. But see, things like that should be free anyway.
Yeah,
You know
that's
what I
what I
mean? 'Cause
just
it's something that
touched
you
on.
need
Drugs
to
are free
live.
if you're an addict. Unless you want to OD, of course, then you go and rob banks so you can feed your drug addict.
It's £35 for 6 months, £125 for 12. Oh, okay.
Well, stuff that. That's too much
I am
money.
thinking of the right thing, you know. It did used to be free years and years ago, didn't it? I'm sure it did.
Not here.
Only for certain things though. You know, like say if you're diabetic and you need a certain amount of medication, but you have to be on like a really low wage or something.
No. Nope, not over here. When I was working, it used to cost me like $30 for every doctor's visit back then. I think it's like $55 now. But I had to pay that every time I had to go and see the doctor, $30.
I believe if you live in Scotland, your prescriptions are free. Yeah, they might be because Scotland's always making it different from England, don't they? Well, from the rest of the UK. So they want their independence, don't they? Well, the politicians do. I don't think the people do, because they had a vote again. They had a vote for it and said they didn't want it. So, you know, what can we do? Ooh, what did you buy one, Carl?
Tank.
You bought a tank. Should we go and break down Johnny's farm?
What did you do?
Tanker.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, you
tank,
bought the
yeah.
tanker ages
Ah.
ago, didn't you?
Does it come with a grey on?
Does it come with a what?
A Graham.
A
He's
Graham
a tanker
tank.
driver.
Oh, right, okay.
Jesus.
Well, somebody's got to drive it.
Right. Oh,
Is that all the time? It's 10 o'clock.
feels later, doesn't it?
Yeah. Much.
I'm surprised Wonko's still here. The past 2 weeks he's been here for 10 minutes and then had to go to bed.
That's a slight exaggeration.
You're doing well
Yeah.
this week, Wonko.
It was more like 12 minutes. It was about, well, it was at least 3-4 hours though.
Hey? Last week he was here for about 2
Oh,
hours.
No,
yeah, it
last
wasn't
week.
yeah,
we
long
were,
last week there.
Because he had to go to work.
but the week
The week before, it may have been about
he
2
was
and
here
a
till
half
about
hours.
11 o'clock ish. Nah. I'm surprised Graham left for work at 8 when he does not start till now. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he wanted a bit of traffic.
Maybe he had to make a stop on the way. Bit on the side.
Shut up, Johnny. Stop stirring. Work is only a mile away. Well, maybe he walked. See, that's why I've only just looked at my clock to see what time it was, and I think that's why I thought it was later, because Graham said he starts work at 10, and he left quite a while ago, and so I thought it was like nearly 10 o'clock then. But no, it seems like the time is just dragging by.
I think it's a conversation.
Yeah, I think it's the company.
Yeah.
Oh, he took the car, did he? Oh, I don't know. Maybe he had to go and fill up with petrol in Glasgow somewhere. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Few house calls on the way.
Shut up, you. You're going to get him into trouble.
Me? Never.
But yeah, that's why I actually thought it was later than it is. Evil Johnny. Yeah, he is evil, isn't he?
I am. No, Graham seems like a very nice man. He wouldn't do that.
Too late now. You've said it. The damage has been done, Johnny. You can't go back on it now.
Oh, okay.
If he knows what's good for him, he won't. Well, yeah, I'm sure you've still got some of them pasta blocks in the freezer, ain't you? It's horrible not having them around.
What, the pasta blocks?
No, not having Graham around.
Oh,
It's called black bags. Huh? Black bags of clothes on the doorstep. They're not exchanged. Oh dear. But still, the pasta blocks would be in the equation somewhere, I imagine. Look, as he's walking down the street, you're throwing him at his head.
oh dear.
From the 7th floor, that would hurt. Yeah, I reckon it would. Field 28 needs bailing if you've got some spare time, mate. No rush, I mean, just if you've got some spare time.
Not currently.
Oh, okay, fair enough. I mean, it's not like it's going to rot away because we're not playing seasons, are we? So, it's no
Well-
rush.
You could always jump in your tractor and bail it.
Yeah, but I'm doing the other fields as well, I know, so I'm just going to do all the fields while I'm
He's
here.
busy.
And then if there's no, if you haven't got time, if you're not doing anything in the meantime, you can do bailing. If not, I will do them, like I collected all the bales just. Because you were doing something else. I know it's a partnership, mate.
Sounds to me like you're trying to make Wonko feel guilty.
He's not succeeding.
I'm not trying to make you feel guilty at all.
Oh.
Why would I do that?
Oh. I
It's
don't
just
know.
that I thought if he hadn't got anything to do, he might want something to do.
Oh, I'm sure he'd find something. I mean, he does have his cows. He's got plenty to do. He's got cows.
Yeah, that's true. Well, just had a call from him. He's leaving the depot now, fully loaded. Oh, okay.
Ah, that's good.
Where's he got to go to?
He's got to go to
Is
deliver
he-
it, mate.
Yeah, I know that. He did say something about the motorway service stations, but does he have to go to one or does he have to go to more? Or don't you know? Burton Services, I think he said. Ah, okay.
Excuse me.
What was it? Ah, right, okay. So he goes to one, then refills, and then goes back to another one.
Super
Right,
strength,
on we
please,
go.
Johnny.
I'm sorry, what?
Super strength, please.
Wonko mode.
Oh, I think it's on.
It is, yeah. I can't be asked to fuck about with this axle trailer boxy thing.
Why did you buy that one? Why didn't you buy...
Because we got no fucking mods for tankers.
Well,
Don't we?
we do.
No,
I thought we did.
we used to.
We do.
What's the capacity of that one you've got there, Wonka?
8,000.
See, we got the Joskin one, that's 7,300. That's the in-game one. And it's a lot cheaper than that. It's half that price. More
There's a
than half.
Joskin
Less
there.
than half.
There's a Joskin there for 8,000 litres.
Is there?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so there is, yeah.
There's the
Well, I
big
can't sell this milk anyway. There's no trigger.
for milk.
Hmm.
Have you tried? Where is the milk trigger?
I'm at the indoor market.
Ah. Did you click on the trigger? To find exactly where it is, get the green beam up. You might be in the wrong location.
Yeah, it was here, where it is now.
Okay.
Oh, I've just been hit in the face by a trailer. See, it says potatoes there, doesn't it? So it is the right place where you are.
Yep.
Yeah, I've never been in this place before.
Got it.
Yeah, but with that trailer, Wonko, can't you just like come in straight down here and then do a swift turn and then sort
No,
of...
it's not big enough.
No? Oh, okay. Maybe if you had the JCB, the in-game one, the one with the all-wheel steering, you'd be able to get in there with that.
That's
Possibly.
the bakery you're coming out of there.
No, it's the indoor
British
market.
grain. British grain.
Indoor market. Indoor market.
Ah. Oh, that's indoor market.
There,
There, okay. What about
yeah.
the lower
There
cross
is,
dairy? Why aren't you selling to him?
Because there's a better price here.
Ah,
I've managed. I've sold it. It was just obviously not quite in the right spot.
you do
There's a mod
realise
called
that
Trailer Assist that you could use.
you do realise that that auto sell thing sells it at the best price place.
Are you sure it does?
Yes, it does.
Because it's only offering me $900 or pounds.
Yeah,
I just made 6,000.
£900,
Mm-hmm.
and you made 6,000. That's not right. There's something wrong.
You think?
Are you sure you're looking at that trigger properly? I don't know.
Possibly not.
I know it charges you to deliver it, but it's not going to charge you 5,000. There's a set price to bring the truck out. So the more milk you have, the more profit you'll make.
Yeah.
But if you're selling it every time you get 5,000 litres, Jesus. No, you're not going to make money. I
Well,
never sell it.
if it says, yeah, well, if it says it's only going to pay you 900 for if they come and collect it, then you might as well take it yourself, and
Well, yeah, but it's not. Doesn't sound right to me. I've never seen that happen before. Not saying it hasn't. I've just never seen it before. Do that.
are you sure it actually takes it to the most profitable place and not just the closest place?
Takes it. No, takes it to the place that is giving the highest. I know that for a fact.
No, I'm just asking because I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. No, that thing's supposed to call in a tanker driver.
This is Andy's mod, isn't it? that you're
Yes,
talking
and
about?
it
Yeah.
picks up
Yeah,
picks
yeah,
up
yeah,
your
yeah.
milk, and it uses the biggest tank in the game, which is the semi-trailer one, imaginarily, fills that up and delivers it for a set amount to the highest paid place for it.
Ah, it's my bad. I was reading it wrong. It's given. Oh no, actually. No, it says market value for 1,000 litres is 938.
Yep. That's for 1,000 litres. You just dropped off 6. You said.
Yeah.
8.
8.
Did you not drop off 8,000 litres?
I did.
And you got 6,000 for it.
Yeah,
Yes, that's about right then, isn't it?
it's about the same.
Yeah. Obviously, minus the charge. It'd be about 9,000. Well, you'd get 8,000 minus the charge, which would it charge you 2,000 for delivering it though?
That was nearly 3,000 on that one for delivery.
Ah, okay.
That's why you wait. It's a set charge. It's not. That doesn't charge you per litre to take it. It's a set charge.
No, it's I was increasing the amount I was going to sell. The price was going up for
Yeah,
delivery.
righto. Yeah, but what I'm saying is, the more milk you have, the bigger the profit you will get.
Okay. I think I just read it wrong.
Oh, yeah, because I've never experienced that before. It's always worthwhile. Well, has been for me, rather than haul it all over the map myself. It's cost money for the tanker. It's cost money for fuel to take it there. It's cost my time. And it's much better not to do that. I've found anyway. Not saying it is the only way to do it, but I've found that's the best way.
Well, for that 38 grand, it cost me 3,000 some odd to get it delivered, which is that's okay, I suppose.
Yeah.
But it does eat into the profit margin when you consider all the other costs from getting the milk out of the cows.
Yeah. And I suppose it's okay if the milk buy point is like on the other side of the map, then that's okay. But if it's close by, then
Oh, if it's next door, yeah. But it's still going to take you a while to make your money, to pay back for the tanker.
Well, yeah.
Bastard.
Mm. Thank you. Mm.
Yes.
I watched a good film the other day on Amazon Video called Infinite,
Okay.
and it's a bit like Highlander meets Matrix type of thing.
Oh.
It's about people who get reincarnated, and then there's two different factions. There's one who want to destroy the Earth, obviously, and one that wants to save it.
Oh, okay.
But the ones who want to destroy it, they get their memories back soon as they're conceived. So they before they're born, they can even remember their past lives.
Right.
But the other people, they have to wait, and they sort of get their memories back over time. And it's quite a good film.
Yeah.
There's some good action in there as well.
Yeah.
Ooh, what did you say?
Tanker.
Ah, okay. That's one thing I wish they'd change. Like, give you sort of like what do they call it? There's a term for it, but I can't think what it is. Like you get a vehicle, and then you can use it for like a day or something. Do they call it demos or something?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, is that the term? You get it on demo.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then if you don't want it, if you want to buy it, then you can buy it. If you don't, you just take it back. You know, a bit like in Seasons where you buy it, and if you use it for more than 2 hours, then less than 2 hours, you can take it back and get the whole of your money back.
Right. Yeah, that's a
Should do-
demo.
They should do something like that. Huh?
That is a demo.
Yeah. I think they should do that.
Yeah.
Like give you, like so you can use the vehicle. So you wanted to buy a new harvester, but you know you didn't know whether it was going to be any good for your farm, like getting it around the fields and through the roads and that sort of stuff. Do you know what I mean? You take the vehicle, but if you keep it for more than a day, then you own it, so the money comes out your account. So, but obviously, if you want to get the, say, a harvester that costs 500,000, but you can't get it if you haven't got that amount of money in your bank. Do you know what I mean? Because if you keep it, if you've got it for a day, then the money's got to come out your account, and it can't go into the miners, can it?
No. Okay.
Well, either that, or if you don't like pay for it by the end of the day, you automatically get a return.
No, we'll just have
Andy,
to wait
we're
and
looking-
see
we're
what
look-
happens
we're
in 22. There might be
We're looking
ones
at
just
we're
like
looking
that.
at Andy for a mod like that.
You never know.
You never know.
Oh, there's even rumours he may give up modding.
Really? Okay. That'd be a shame.
It would be. Yes.
So things not getting any better for him now.
Not really. Not yet. You never know. It could happen. All the above.
Yeah, he deserves a good break, doesn't he?
Yeah. It could happen.
Yeah, I hope he don't give up, I didn't know.
No, I
If
sure
they'd
as
make him
hell
happy,
don't.
then
Well, yeah, if it's not making him happy, I suppose. Yeah. Good point.
Oh, he loves modding, don't get me wrong. Absolutely loves modding.
Oh, so why is he thinking of giving up then?
Circumstances might not allow it.
Right.
God, I never heard half of that. You broke up halfway through.
Circumstances may not allow him to do it anymore.
Oh, right, okay. I'm
Right,
with you.
he can't mod if he doesn't have the game or a computer that runs it properly.
Yeah. But things are getting that bad for him, yeah.
Well, don't. But it could get that bad.
Let's hope it does. Just like I say, he needs a good break, doesn't he? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
He deserves some good news for once.
yeah.
If you say so.
I beg your pardon?
I said if you say so.
Did. Twice. Yes.
Down with the bloody cold, I think. Coming down with the cold.
Oh yeah? Bloody COVID.
Mm-hmm. No, it's not.
Sure now.
It's the changing weather. It's the changing weather over here. There's lots and lots of people
Yeah.
with colds and coughs. Not all colds and coughs are caused by COVID, you know.
Are they? Oh, according to the media,
Should, or
they
should I
are.
say, or, yeah, well, that's just the media being arseholes. I mean, I do admit though that, like most people nowadays, they get a cough and they automatically think COVID, and that's only because the media have drummed it into their head.
Mhm.
But what they're talking about doing over here, like for the vulnerable people, is giving them like a mixture of a COVID booster and the flu vaccine at the same time.
That's a bit rough. They're two different types of vaccines.
Yeah, I don't know if it's going to be in the same vaccine or whether it's going to be two separate vaccines.
Oh, hit them with a double whammy. That makes sense. Because COVID's got nothing to do with the cold or the flu. It's a SARS virus.
Yeah, 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 but it's like some of the symptoms are the same, aren't they? That's
Well, the symptoms, yeah.
But the what they're on about is having it so like people who are at risk don't end up getting the flu and ending up in hospital and stuff, because people end up in hospital all the time, or every year with flu.
Mm. Yes.
They just want to try and cut down on the amount on the pressure that's on the NHS at the minute.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I'm expecting them to tell me I need to have my flu jab. They ask me every year if I want the flu jab, but I never have it.
No. Well, you're at that age
And
now.
No, it's because I'm a carer. That's why.
Ah, and a carer. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Well, anyway, I think I'm going to call it. Thank you very much.
Okay. Wait 2 minutes till I get to the end of this run to save it.
Oh, are you coming out too, are you? You don't have to.
Well, yeah.
Look, I'd like to thank my viewers for being here. Been fun, except for the beginning where Brummy wouldn't shut up. But, you know, we put up with that just because he's him. But thank you to Brummy and Wonko and Doc, and a big, big thank you to me for putting up with it all. And can't wait for Aya to be back next week.
Oh, my God.
Looking forward to that. All right, guys. Thank you. Smash that like button, even if you hated
blowing
it.
his own horn, eh?
And we'll catch you all next time. Bye-bye.